Yes. Can you please um,
Your
tell
connection
me
is
the
cutting.
lyrics?
What is the lyrics, Prabhu? Which one?
Yes. Can you please? My connection is cutting, right?
Yes, Prabhu. Your
Tell
connection
me
is
the
cutting.
lyrics. So I had to find another place. Right. Please forgive me because at my house I couldn't sing, so I have to do it outdoor, So please forgive me.
Prabhu, no problem.
I will find another place to see if the connection is better.
Sami Prabhu, the lyrics is Nama Ramayana, but it's a Sri Vaishnav.
But which parts?
I'm sure you've heard of it, so you can just have it.
Prabhu,
Good
which
question.
part?
I think the whole thing. No, you just keep it ready, and whenever Prabhu starts, we can figure it out. I think the whole thing should be there.
Yes, Prabhu. See, 5. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is 8 parts to this.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, section of Humiliation to Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Who is singing this today?
Yani Prabhu.
Hari Bol.
Ribu.
Haribo.
I am audible. Is the connection better now? Or?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, I will try here.
Is
Uh, so, forgive me, Prabhu. I am audible.
yes, Prabhu. No problem, and you're audible.
Okay. So, yes, I will perform a song of Lakshma Acharya. The song is Ramayana, and it's a very difficult song for me to sing because I only have few days to just try to play this, and it's very difficult because he has 108 name of Rama, and it's all Ramayan lila. So each names correspond to one lila. So it's very difficult for me. So please forgive me if I make any mistake. It's very hard song for me to learn in few days. So Panchakal Patalubhyasla Pipashindu Bevacha Pachitanam Paveni Bhyoveshnavi Bhyo Namo Namah.
Prabhu, your mic is.
Yes,
Not
sorry, I just prepare myself. Sorry, it takes so long, but it's very not easy for me, so I just prepare myself. Very sorry,
yes,
Prabhu.
yes.
I will unmute myself when I'm ready.
Yes, Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम जय श्री प्रभुपाद।
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam, All Glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu Dandat Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada.
हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा प्रहलाद प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम जय श्री प्रभुपाद।
Hare Krishna, Dr. Prahlad Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances of Lord Srila Prabhupada.
प्रणाम जय प्रभुपाद।
हरे कृष्ण दंडवत प्रणाम श्रील प्रभु।
हरे कृष्णा जय प्रभुपाद।
Krishna Prabhu, Jai, please accept my humble obeisances, all those who serve Prabhupada.
हरे कृष्णा जय प्रभुपाद दंडवत प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna, Prabhu Dandat Pranam Jai Shri Prabhupada.
जय प्रभुपाद। हरे कृष्णा। Sorry for late. So what's going on? Karti Prabhu, Kirtan finished?
No, Prabhu, Kirtan just about to start actually.
Start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I will start. Please forgive me. So please accept my obeisances.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम जय प्रभुपाद।
Right, Krishna Prabhupada. So, yes. So I will try my best, but it was very difficult for me to. I learned this song in just few days, so I will try. Sorry if I make some mistake. Shuddhablama parat paralam kalatmaka parishranam Shishatalpa sukhanidritaram Brahmadhyamala Chandra kilanakulam danalam Shrimadal Sharatanandalalam Kaushalya Shukavanadalam Vishvamitra Priyadanalam Gautama Muni Sampujitalam Shulamuni Vanagana Samstutalam Navikadavatam Ritupadalam Mitila Pulajana Mohakalam Videha Manasalanjakalam Tyambaka Kalmukabanjakalam Sitalpita Valamalikalam Krita Vaivakika Kautukalam Bhargavadalpa Vinashakalam Srimadayodhya Palakalam Ram Ram Jajaram Lam lam yasitalam. Lam lam lagalajalam. Lam lam lagajistalam. Han ganita gunagan ushitalam. Havanita nayakamitalam. Laka chandra samana lam. Plitrivakravshita kalanalam. Pliyaguhavini vidita padalam. Tiklishat litani jam litu padalam. Bharadvajamuk kananda kalalam. Shitrakut tadriniketanalam. Dashalata santata sintitalam. Kaikeitanayalpitalam. Virashita nija pitrikarma kalam. Palatalpita nija padukalam. Lam jaya jalam. Lam jaya sitalam. Lam jaya jalam. Lam jaya sitalam. Dandakavana jana pavanalam. Dushta vilada vinashanalam. Shalabanga shutishna chitaram. Agastya nugraha valdidalam. Glidadri pasam sevitalam. Panchavati tata shushchitalam. Shulna shulpana kalchividava yakalam. Kala dushanamu shudakalam. Shita priya halinanugalam. Marichalti krita sugalam. Vishnat vinashta sitambe shakalam. Gliha dipa gati dayakalam. Sarabi sabaritata vala saralam. Kadam bahu chedanalam. Jaya jaya Shiv. Hanumate Hanuma sevita nija padalam. Nata sugriva bistadalam. Galvita varisama lakalam. Vanaladuta peshakalam. Hitakara Lakshmana Samyutaram. Kavipavala Santana Samslitaram. Tadgati Vignadri Divam Sakaram. Sita Plana Dalakalam. Dushtam Dashana Dushitaram. Shishtanumadbhushitaram. Shita Viditam Kakavanaram. Krita Chudanami Darsanaram. Kaivala Vachanash Vashitaram. Jai Jaya Ravanam Nidavam Nidana Pastitalam. Vanara Sanya Samavitalam. Shocita sariti shaltitalam Vibhishana bhayadayakalam Ma palvatasetu nibanda kalam Kumbhakarna shilascheda kalam Lakshasa sangha vimaldat kalam Amilavana chalanalam Samlita dashamukha lavanalam Vidi bhavamukashala samstutalam Kashchita dasharata dikshitalam Shita darshanamoditalam Abhishikta vibhishantalam Pushpa kayana lonana Bram balad vajadini sevanalam Balata plana priyakalalam Saketa pulibhushanalam Shankara Vishya Samanatalam Latnalasat Pitastitalam Patapishekalam Klitalam Paljivakula Samanitalam Vibhishanal Pitalangakalam Kisha Kulanugla Kalalam Shakala Jiva Samlakshal Kalam Samasta Loko Dalakalam Agata Munigana Samstutalam Vishluta Dashakantot Bavalam Shita Lingana Nivlitalam Niti Shulakshita Jana Padalam Vipinatya Chita Jana Kajalam Kalita Lavana Sulabadalam Svagata Sambuka Samstutalam Sam Svatanaya Kushalavananditalam Ashvamedha Klatudikshitalam Kalavedita Shulapadalam Ayodhya Kachana Muktidalam Vidi Mukta Vidupa Vinudanandakalam Tejo Maya Nija Lupa Kalam Samsliti Banda Vimoksha Kalam Dharmas Stapana Tapalalam Bhakti Palayana Mukti Dalam Salva Chala Chala Palakalalam Salva Bhavamaya Valakalam Vaikuntalaya Samstitalam Nityananda Padatishta Lam 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 Jaya Raja Lam 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 Jaya Sita Lam 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 Jaya Raja Lam 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 Jaya Sita Lam Laguna Pachi Lagavala Jalam Pachita Pavana Sita Lam Sundara Viglaha Megashyamala Ganga Tulasi Shalaglam Badram Gilishvala Sitalam Bhagata Janapriya Sitalam Janaki Ramasa Sitalam Jaya Jaya Laga Sitalam Jaya Jaya Laguna Pachi Laga Sitalam Pachita Pavana Sitalam Ya Jaya Ajaram Ajaram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Lakshmacharya Lakshmanacharya Jaya Lakshmanacharya Jaya Lakshmanacharya Jaya Lakshmanacharya Jaya Lakshmanacharya Jaya Lakshmanacharya Jaya Jaya Sitaram 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 Jayam Sitaram 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 Nitai Gola Haribo 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 Nitai Gola Haribo 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 Nitai Gola Haribo 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 Nitai Gola Haribo 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 Jaya Srila Prabhupada Jaya Sitaram Jaya Srila
Yeah.
Prabhupada
Yeah.
Vancha Kalpatarubhya Shnati Sindhubhya Vacha Please forgive me for my mistake. All glory Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. This was really
Hare
amazing.
Krishna. Thank you so much for your nice Kirtan, Prabhu. So,
Sorry for
Very nice,
making
bro.
so much mistake. Thank you very much for the opportunity to just share my heart to all of you.
yes. So regarding the translation, we'll read it after some time because we have Pavaneshwar Prabhu from Tirupati. So despite Prabhu's very busy schedule, he has come to give us and enlighten us all about the spiritual lessons from Ramayana. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for coming despite your very, very busy Sunday schedule. Thank you so much for coming, Prabhu. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, please. Hare Krishna Prabhuji soul, please accept my humble obeisances. All Gosha Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you once again for inviting me to
Hare
your
Krishna Prabhu.
with all a great association with all
Thank you
the
so much, Prabhu, for
bhaktas
coming.
from all over the world, and especially thank you very much for the Prahlad Bhaktadas for again giving me a chance.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanavad Pranam, Jai
Thank
Prabhupada. Thanks for
all
coming.
of you. Hare Krishna Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All Gosha Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada, all close. Thanks for coming despite of Sunday.
Yeah, because we just started some programs here.
Go.
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu,
Yes,
we can hear you, Prabhu. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for inviting me to give an opportunity and speak some of the important lessons that we should learn from the Ramayana. And actually, this one actually can be done by Prahlad Prabhu, but he has given me chance. Okay, thank you for that, kind considering, so that I can able to, speak of the little bit of the lesson that we should learn from the Ramayana. So the Lord will actually appears on his causeless mercy to show the the mercy on the living entities, so that because we forgotten the eternal relationship with the Lord. So in order to bring us back to the original position of our life, that is, we all understand from the Bhagavad Gita, Jiva means Mamaivamsa Jiva Loka, Jiva Bhutta Sanatana. We are all the eternal part and parcel of Lord. So from the time immemorial, actually, we are suffering this material world, being in association with these material modes of nature. So the Lord personally comes, so in order to not only to kill the demon like Ravana, and also to kill the demonic mentality like mentality of us, because we are lording over here in the material nature, thinking that this is mine, that is yours. So the Lord is coming here to bring us back. Jivara Swarupai Krishnare Krishnare Nityadas. So we're all the eternal servants of Krishna. Is coming here on his causeless mercy. Not that he's bound by some material laws. No, he comes according to his will. The Bhagavad Gita, I can see 4.6 of Bhagavad Gita. So what is the verse that if Prabhu can take the Bhagavad Gita verse? Yeah, sorry. Ajopi san navyayatma bhutanam ishwaropi san prakritim sva adhistaya sambhavami atma mayaya. So on his will, actually will comes. But whereas we, the living entities, so we take the birth according to our karma. He is saying here you can see the translation, Prabhu. Although I am unborn and the transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. So the Lord comes in his original transcendental form. Although he came in the human form of life, no, but he's not a human being. That's why we say, the Lord Brahma says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So the eternal is having the transcendental qualities. Transcendental is not subject to the material conditions, because his body never dies like us. So we are subjected to birth, death, old age, and the disease, whereas the Lord is not. So from the Ramayana, who is actually the author is the Valmiki. the sage Valmiki is none other than the Krishna himself. So Valmiki. So he wrote Ramayana. So in the Ramayana, how many verses we have is around 26,000 verses. So in this yuga. But whereas in the spiritual, like that is in the Brahma Loka, the Brahma, they are also having the Ramayana, which is of 1 billion verses. So, but for our understanding, so the Lord has is given, Vasudeva has given, sorry, Valmiki has given, Valmiki has given 26,000 verses. 26,000 verses. So in that Ramayana, we can see there are seven kandas. Like we can say the 7 parts. That is the first one is the Bala Kanda, second one is the Ayodhya Kanda, third one is the Aranya Kanda, fourth one is the Kishkinda Kanda, fifth one Sundara Kanda, sixth one is the Yuddha Kanda, and the last is the last one is the. So do you all remember anyone? That is the last one.
Uttarakanda, Prabhu.
Uttarakanda. So these are the 7 kandas that is Ramayana is having. So we'll start that from the beginning. That from the Balakanda. Of course, I'm not going to elaborate all those things because of the time constraint. So we'll just highlight the important lesson that we should learn from the Ramayana. So Ramayana from the Balakanda. So we all know that Dasharath Maharaj was having the 3 wives. So from 3 wives he got the 4 sons. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna. So in the Balakanda, so we all should learn the lessons that so when the Lord Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, they came to the certain age. So they matured age that they came. Then Vishwamutra Muni came to Ayodhya. So because in order to show that to the whole world the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so Lord Ram, so he came to Ayodhya to get the permission from Dasharatha Maharaj, bring them to his ashram, so that he wanted to protect his ashram while he was doing the tapasya. Of course, the sages doesn't need anyone, because they also so powerful that by chanting their mantra they can actually kill any of the demons. So in order to show that, because the Lord was in the human form, so just like us, but he was not like the human being. So in order to show the whole world, so the greatness and the supernatural activities of Supreme Personality of Godhead, so Vishwamitra came and he took from the permission. Then he bring them to his ashram. So their first thing is that he contracted with the demon Tadaka. So he killed the demoness Tadaka. So there you can see this is the one lesson that we should learn. So on the order of his Vishwamitra, he never hesitated to even to kill the woman. So we should take the lesson that here. So in spite being the woman, the Lord actually killed without taking any considerations. That is the order we should accept. Whatever the Guru has given, that is the final order. Just like for us, is Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada is given as the order, follow 4 strictly regulated principle, chant 16 rounds, so without deviate anything. So in that way, so we should learn the lesson that. So then after killing the Tadaka, then he went to Mithila. So Mithila also he took the permission from the Vishwamutra, and there he lifted the bow, Shivadhanas. So we all know that Shivadhanas actually can be lifted only by like 300 people. But whereas the Lord, just by from the left hand, actually, he took the bow and actually strung, and he broke it. So that is from where you can understand so how the personality of Godhead is got so much of the power. So he doesn't need any austerity or anything or any yoga tapasya to be done for him to get some power. No, it's not necessary for him because he's all powerful. Either he's in the human form of life, either maybe in the any other living creatures, any other living entities. No, he came in different forms. So after that is being then when he came back to Ayodhya again with the mother Sita. So because by that time already the Dasharath Maharaj was ruling over his kingdom from 60,000 years. Means of course Tetra Yuga, you know, right? The Satya Yuga is 1 lakh years the people used to live. Then Tetra Yuga 10,000 years. So by the time actually the Dasharatha was actually ruling so many years, so he wanted to retire from his kingdom. So then he wanted to coronate the Lord Ram as the king. There that we can see. So that tomorrow is supposed to be like, Lord Ram supposed to be, to coronated as a king. But there is one obstacle. Then when there is a problem came. So what was that? The mother Kaikeyi, the second wife of Dasharatha, she was contaminated by the mantra. So mantra, so the maid servant, because of being bad association, so it can ruin the whole thing. See, in Ayodhya, whole Ayodhya, there was nobody was like that, like mantra. The only one she was there. But whereas in the Lanka, so everyone was the demon except the Vibhushan. So we should take the lesson from here. So we should give up the bad association because it is very detrimental for our spiritual progress. We should be very detrimental. So to associate with only the devotees. So because many of us here, you see, just will be like, we are following already 4 principles, chanting 16 rounds. No, we sometimes, we go out with the friends and relatives. But we think it's a normal. No, it's not like that. Even in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that it's better to be locked up in the cage where there is the vicious like species like the snakes and the tigers. So rather we associate with the materialistic mentality of people. So you see, because it's supposed to be Lord, supposed to be get coronated, as a king because of the mantra. That's why you can see from this verse, Srimad Bhagavatam, how we should associate with the devotees from the 11th canto, 11, 26 and 26. So anyone of you can read this, the translation.
So, an intelligent person should therefore reject all bad association and instead take up the association of saintly devotees whose words cut off the exclusive attachment of one's mind.
From the time immemorial, because of this Karanam Guna Sangha,
Hey Krishna, did Prabhu's connection go?
I think Prabhu will join again. I think there's a small technical.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu. There is power cut. Is reached out.
Yes.
Prabhu is not there.
Yeah,
There's
Prabhu.
a
There
power
is
cut.
power cut, Prabhu. Prabhu is reconnected.
Tomorrow is coming. Tomorrow, it's going to come tomorrow. So we'll finish one shot. You have a Sunday program today, Vinod Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
What time?
5:30 will be starting from or 6 o'clock.
How many
Cooking
people
is going on. Prabhu, actually, it is tourist place, but still half of the people will be local people and half of the people outsiders.
So, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Then.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, there was a power gone. Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
Prabhu, can hear you.
we can hear you. Carry on, no problem.
Yeah. I'm using my phone now to continue this.
Yes, Prabhu.
Maybe the Lord was not happy that just not want me to speak about. It's okay. So we'll continue from there where I left. That the big association is that was highlighting that it's mentioning that association is also very very important in our devotional practice. So after that, then the Lord was actually was going. So he's supposed to leave to the forest because he was ordered by the father that he has to go for the exile for 14 years. So then where he has to live in the forest. So then he also took an order from his father. There we should learn because the Lord. So he doesn't wanted any competition that because for his position, but for the service he left everything. He left everything on the order of his father. So we also should learn. So we're not here for any of this the position in this material world. So we are only here meant for the service of our Guru and Gauranga. So we can give up any of the position, materialistic position. So in spite of being allured by this Maya, so we should be ready to give up everything for the satisfaction of the Guru. So that's why the Lord actually he left everything. So he was supposed to be next king. So when the Lord is that means his father when he's ordered, okay, he left. So then on the order of his father, he was going to the forest, where he was taking the boat, and so many people actually from his kingdom, they were thinking that the Bharat was actually conspiring, he wanted to become the next king. So actually, he was nothing to do the Bharat, because only his mother, the Lord Rama's mother, because being associated with the Mantara. So then she was being actually contaminated. Then she was asked the boon from Dasharath that then the Lord has to go to the forest. So when he was going to the forest, then the Lord Ram, so all the citizens, because they were so much attached, because the Lord, the present, so nobody actually can feel any of the distress or anything, any material discomforts. It is actually said in the Bhagavatam that when the people, those who wanted to not to die, they don't, those who not to want to leave their life, they can stay until they want. So until that, they that much of their the materially spiritually they were happy. That's why the people actually why they want now, even now, why they want to live like like Ram Rajya, they want like a Ram Rajya. So because the Lord was there present, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything was comfortable for them. So in that way he was actually maintaining all the Varnashrama system, everything he was carrying on. So then he was going on the ship in the pretending of taking rest on the bank of the river. So then he left all the citizens, and then he went to the forest, Chitrakoot, where he went. So wherein also in the here we should learn actually, that is also lesson. So when you want to go to Krishna, or when you want to attain a liberation from these material pangs or material miseries, so we should give up our material comforts. So we should not sleep. So until we achieve our goal. Doesn't mean that I should as a spiritual being we can 24 hours we can engage in the service of the Lord, because of this body which is actually limited. Doesn't mean that we more to be in the comfortable zone. So while practicing the devotional service, so we should take some austerity to attain the supreme goal of our life, that is going back home, back to Godhead. So when even the Lord went to the Chitrakoot, and there on the order of the Bharadwaj Rishi, then he went to the Dandakaranya. Chitrakoot is I think the place like just like in Vrindavan, where the Krishna and Srimati Radharani enacted their pastimes. The same in the Chitrakoot, Lord Rama and Sita, they were doing their pastimes. Then on the order of his father, they actually went. Then there, in the Dandakaranya, they encountered the Rakshasi, who is the Shurpanaka. The Shurpanaka. So this is now actually coming to the Aranyakand. No, not the Aranya. Yeah. Now there is the finished like Balakanda. Then on the order of his the Guru, then he took everything. That he killed all the demons. In the where he was in the ashram, the Lord Ram. Then after that Ayodhya Kanda. Then so finished now with the Aranyakanda. So in that way, the Lord, when the Shurpanaka, then they came to see them, he saw that, the Lord Rama, the beauty. So she was become very, very attracted. She was very attracted. Like, he was a broad chest, long arms. Ajanubahu, it's called Ajanubahu. Because the Lord is very powerful. He can attract not only even the demon like Shurpanaka, even to all the living entities. So all the living entities can be attracted to the beauty of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because that is called the Krishna. What is called Krishna? The meaning is that is all attractive. It's all attractive not only to the human beings, to everyone. So then, so where Lord actually she was saying that she wanted to get married, but because being the Lord Ram actually took the vow that he only can marry one wife in this pastimes, in this life. So then he told that to Surpanaka, go and ask to Lakshmana. So Lakshmana also rejected. Then she got into very angry. So she wanted to kill Mother Sita. So when the Lakshmana saw, then she immediately cut the nose and the ear. So then she immediately came to the Rakshasi form. So that the what in the disguise she was actually she was she was also very beautiful. But when she got angry, then Lakshman cut off her ear and the nose. She she was came to her real existence. So sometimes also devotional service, some may show off that we big devotees, so big kantimala, big tilak. So we should not be in that category. So always should be in the platform of Tanadapi Sunishena, Tarorapi Saishtuna. So we should not be in the disguised form as a devotee. There are many people actually in the Kali Yuga. The symptom that in the devotees, in the name of devotees, we sometimes we face difficulties in the name of devotees. They take even the initiation, take diksha, but they have a different agenda apart from serving the spiritual master and the devotees. So then she went to complain to his brother, the Ravana. Then Ravana, he wanted to find out what is happening. That because she told that Ravana there is a beautiful woman in the forest. So in order to find out that Ravana sent the Maricha. The Maricha, the golden deer, who came as the Maricha came as a golden deer. So, but actually, here also there is one good lesson we should learn as a devotee. The Maricha told that Ravana, see, Rama is not an ordinary human being; he's a supreme personality of Godhead. Don't do this mistake as a blunder, so that it will ruin all your entire dynasty. So, because this is not everyone and anyone can tell. Because sometimes, like we will be like we are like just we want to sugarcoat, to give the bitter medicine. But he actually never did like that. The Maricha, he directly untold on his face, just like Vidura was also telling to the Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra, because he was conspired so much that he wanted to kill all the entire Pandavas. But after the war was finished, then he wanted to, he was staying in the house of Yudhishthira Maharaj and he was taking the food. And Vidura told him that how much you so much you did to them, then you are like the dog that you are staying in their home, being you wanted to kill them. So this is one of the sadhu quality, wanted to cut off the so the real what is the real I mean, they want to tell the truth. So not that you want to because to attract some people. So we should be also, the devotee should be like that, the bold. So tell the truth to the whole world. That Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So we are all servants of him. So we need to surrender. And the Maricha, when he told, so because when when the Vishwamitra, when he bring the Lord Rama and Lakshman to his ashram, that time he killed the Taraka and Subhavu, but he left the Maricha because he sent him to the thousands of miles. Then where he realized that the Rama is not an ordinary being. That's what he becomes saintly. Then he told to Ravana, when Ravana asked him to go and disguise as a golden deer to find out. Then he says, the Maricha said, no, I cannot do this. But he said, immediately Ravana said, no, you will be killed. Then he decided, either I should be killed by Ravana or I should be killed by Rama. It's better to kill by Rama, better. So we are also same. So in the service of the Lord, so better to be engaged in the service of the Lord and be killed by Krishna or Rama, or by either Rama, either with the material energy will be killed. So by Maya. So better to be in the service of Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is also one more lesson. And also the Maya, the deer. So it came as a disguise in the form of the golden deer. So the same, all this material, enticing us to stay here in this material world. So it looks, everything is a beautiful, so nice arrangement, so nicely house, everything. So everything that is enticing this material world to stay as to here perpetually, and so he wants us to stay as here. So we also should learn this. How should not be like allured by this material enticement. It is like a golden deer. It's everything. Father, mother, and the children. So then he took the where the Lord, the Maricha. So when he came as the golden deer, then so he took away that means Lord Rama is actually chasing the golden deer. He bring him to the far away in the forest. Then according to the plan of Ramana, then he called Lakshmana, and he was calling the Sita Lakshmana because Ramana wanted to kidnap the mother Sita. So mother Sita, she wanted to kidnap, but the Lord Rama has told to Lakshmana that to take care of the mother Sita. So in spite of that, the order is given by the Lord Ram. So Sita actually crossed the line because she sent the Lakshmana. Then after when Ravana came that in the form of disguise, so then as the sannyasi came that to beg some alms. She wanted to give, but there is a Lakshmana Rekha was there. Is told that Lakshmana told Mother Sita that you should not cross any time of this line. But because the Lord was wanted to enact the pastime, so actually she crossed the line and she gave the alms. This actually there is also this one lesson we should learn, that so when his Guru ordered something, so we should not cross, because the Lakshmana is the Guru Tattva. So is the Guru Tattva. The final order is finished. Prabhupada says that so I'll be the Diksha Guru for all entire ISKCON. This finished. You cannot cross that line. So nowadays, so many the gurus, in the name of so-called the gurus, the swamis, they want to take the position of Srila Prabhupada. So they all crossed the line of Srila Prabhupada. They have crossed. So they are lured by the Maya deer. So for the position, for the fame, for the money, everything. So just like ordinary the living entities does. So when the Ravana was kidnapping the Sita, then he encountered there Jatayu. Jatayu is actually the friend of also Dasharath Maharaj. So when he was actually the Jatayu, the vulture. So she wanted to save the mother Sita. Then he was fighting with the Ravana. Then Ravana cut off the two wings of Jatayu. Then Ravana took away the mother Sita. When the Lord came to know that the Lord came, where the Lord came and the found that Jatayu was going to die. So he was on the lap of the Lord Ram, and his Jatayu was telling that I was unable to continue your service. I unable to save the mother Sita. He was very much crying, and also the Lord was also actually very was so much demorous. So because that he was lost, is a servant. So in his service, so nobody is actually neither is a success or is unsuccessful. Everything actually in the devotion service is a successful. So nothing is called as a failure. Swalpamapesya dharmasya trayato mayato bhayi. For the service to the Lord, so we should ready to give the life also. That also lesson we should learn from here the Jatayu. The service of the Lord, so we should ready, because the many instances there are many great sages like Haridas Thakur, Prahalad Maharaj, even like recently like Jesus Christ. So they are all was facing so many problems, even like the Pandavas. So, but never they but never give up the service. They never give up any service. So we may also devotees many times, encounter in our life so many problems, all these things. So we should take the lesson from here, Jatayu. Until to the end of the life. Until to the end of the life. So we should ready to serve the order of the spiritual master. So execute our devotional service. So when the Jatayu was, taking, then there where they met, the Hanuman and the Sugriva, all they met. So in the Sugriva, Hanuman, they met. Even actually after that they actually killed the Vali. Right, the Vali is the brother of Sugriva. So where he kidnapped the wife of Sugriva, his brother. So there is also misunderstanding that how the Lord can Lord can actually do this by hiding. Why he should kill the Vali? But he never knew that he kidnapped the other man's wife, and he was speaking the morality. It's just like a Lord says that he's like a propensity, like a animal propensity. So the hunter actually will never kill directly the animal, is it not? The hunter will never directly kill the animals, so he will hidingly will kill. The same is like a propensity, like an animal, Wali. So the Lord has to kill like a hunter. So there is a misconception in how the Lord can do this. No, it's not like that. So Lord is always perfect. Whatever he does, so everything is correct. Nobody actually can question and nobody can find any mistakes in him. So in that way, so then in the finding of the Mother Sita, then the Hanuman, they was searching out. I mean, so the Lord Ram told, they found out that so the Ramana took the Mother Sita. Then so Hanuman being told that to go to the Lanka and bring the Mother Sita. So while he was flying, so then he got there is one mountain, because the ocean, which is actually 800 miles from this shore to the Lanka. So from there actually he was flying that. Then he was there is the one mountain suddenly from the ocean actually it came, because the actually mountain also wanted to serve the servant of Lord Ram. So actually the mountain was telling that please take some rest, because you're flying from 800 miles. So then the Hanuman told, from this one we can actually learn. There is also one lesson from here, the Hanuman. So while executing the devotional service, we should not be in the safety zone. So we should always be at the ready to execute the devotional service. Oh, okay, now maybe I got married, or maybe now I'm now the full-time devotee, full-time. I maybe relax. No. What is our Sat Goswami's teaching? Nidrahara Vihara. And that means, so while becoming serving the Lord, we should not be comfortable zone. Why they become full-time? Why? Because the full-time, why? They want to all, keep away from all this materialistic comfort. Nidrahara, that means even they're eating only as much as required and they're sleeping. So minimum as much as possible. But the rest of the time they should engage in the service of the Lord. So while he was going, so the Lanka, so he was from the Hanuman, actually we can learn many things. How much he was determined in the executing the service of the Lord. So many things. He was the personified of the service. So being the servant, that we also the servant of the Srila Prabhupada. So we also should the fight with the Ramana like people. So he went to take the Mother Sita, just like we also go to sometimes, to the shop and in the marketplace, or maybe some donors. They're all like a people like a mentality of Raman. They're having the mother Sita, because mother Sita belongs to Ram. The Lakshmi is also belong to Narayana. So we also go and ask the donations from them. So they are like a mentality of like a Ravana. So, but we should take the humble position like a Hanuman. Of course, we cannot be like, execute like the Hanuman, what he did, just he went to the Lanka and burn whole Lanka, because when he went to bring Sita. We cannot do that. So as of now, but we can take the humble position, to ask them to make the devotees to bring their hard-earned money in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in that way, the Lord Rama, means the Hanuman, went to the Lanka. So then he was burned all the Lanka. So that there we can see, while he was doing that, all these things, the Lord Rama, then the Bharata, that Bharata also actually is very so much misunderstanding between the Bharata and the citizens, because they, as I told that, he was conspired, like, that they were thinking that he was conspired that, for the position of the king. And where in the meantime that, Dasharatha also died. Dasharatha also died. So then he is told that Dasharatha told that, the Bharata should not come. He should not come and, says to see. There also we should, one more lesson we should learn from the Bharat. He was being abandoned from seeing the Dasharath. But in spite that, but as a duty, he took all the burden. He went to do the funeral of his father. And after that, he went to meet the Lord Ram, before while actually happening all these things. So then where he met the Lord Ram, well in the forest Chitrakoot. Then he took his padukas, where is the sandals, because he was calling actually to the Lord Ram to come back, but as he was being ordered by the Dasharath Maharaj, so he said, no, I am the duty bound. Actually, I should. Actually, the Lord Ram is actually not like, we celebrate like, he's the ideal king, he's the ideal brother, either ideal husband, because there are so many personalities like him, but because he's being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, actually we are worshipping him. He's the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. That is the only reason. So the Lord, the Bharata, actually he took the sandals of the Ram. Then he was staying outskirts of the Ayodhya. Then where he was living. So give up everything and he gave. So we should also ready to give up our comfortable zone. Absolutely, many times actually it came this point. So there are many occasions that where the many instances that Lord showing that. And also there is one more lesson where the Shabari also wanted to serve and wanted to serve the Ram, and Shurpanaka also wanted to want to associate. But Shurpanaka association is different for the material sense gratification, whereas the Shabari's association with Lord, she wanted to serve. So we should take the lesson from here from the Shabari, that we want to associate the Lord for the service, so not for our material desires. So actually there are so many lessons we should actually learn from the Ramayana. From there after that, we all know that how the Ravana has been killed, from the Ram. So then later, because Vibhushana was the Ravana's brother. So because of that, is the devotee of the Lord Ram. So he actually been again enthroned the king of Lanka. So in spite of that, is in the family of Ravana dynasty, Ravana kingdom. So, but if you are the devotee, so he will be protected, just like a Prahlad Maharaj. In spite, he's born in the demonic family of Hiranyakashipu, but he is being the devotee. There is no consideration for the devotees, either in any background, from anywhere they can come, but if they can take up this Krishna consciousness, so they will be glorified from the Lord himself. They can be glorified. That's why Chanakya Pandit says, if the one sun is enough to give the entire light to the whole world, the one sun in the family who actually can glorify all of his family. Correct? But if one sun, there is a bad sun, but he can destroy whole family. It's like Prabhupada said, just like a one moon is enough to give whole light to the world. So in that way, we should be the kind of a moon that we want to give whole light, this knowledge, this the Ramayana and the Bhagavad Gita. There are all this scriptural injunction to the whole world, so that they should stop the suffering of the cycle of birth and death. Son, we should go back home, back to Godhead. So there are the many lessons we actually should learn, but because of this time constraint, because we are also having all the meeting here. So I would like to stop here, and also like to ask Prahlad Prabhu to add if anything I've missed out, if anything you want to to correct, maybe, or any points to be added. And also thank you very much for Prabhu to give me a very nice opportunity to speak on this. So the lesson from the Ramayana. So I myself should learn many things. So I will try to to practice. And also thank you very much for all the devotees. So is giving me an association to take part here. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Jai
Hare
Prabhupada.
Thank you so much, Srila Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thanks for the time,
so much,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thanks for your time, despite of busy schedule, Prabhu. It was very
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Karthi Prabhu, you are there?
Yes, Prabhu, I'm there, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. So so thank you so much for you also joining, Prabhu, despite so many busy construction updates and everything you have come. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for your valuable association and time. Yes,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. Yes.
So, Prabhu, the next event we'll be having, I think this is the first time in Ishtagosti history that we are having this event. So, this is like an artwork showcase. So, recently, last week, I found out that we have actually some nice artists in our group, especially Dipanshu Prabhu. He's like a very professional painter and he's like inclined to paint a lot of pictures on Krishna and so on and so forth. And Drona Prabhu, he's also learning to draw and he also wanted to present this time. So we'll be having two people. So first, Sami Prabhu, could you present Drona Prabhu's drawing? And Drona Prabhu, after your drawing is being presented, after you can see your drawing, you can start with your small code that you wanted to share regarding your drawing that you said you wanted to do today.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanyavad Pranam Jai Prabhu. Sure, Prabhu. I mean, after sharing drawing, I will say.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Very beautiful. Nice.
Nice.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanyavad Pranam Jai Prabhu. I want to share one of the beauty. I want to share this one favorite quote of mine and read the quote along with the reference. Srimad Bhagavatam 9.10 53 translation. And Lord Ramachandra, the supreme personality of the Godhead, was the king of this world. All the bodily and material sufferings, diseases, old age, prevalent limitations, distress, fear, and fatigue were completely absent. There was so even no death for those who did not want it.
Hare Krishna. Very beautiful, Prabhu. Very nice.
Thank you, Prabhu. I'll try to improve more and more, Prabhu.
Yeah, I like the hair, especially. Hair is very nice, very realistic. On the top notch, looks very realistic. Yeah. Nice.
It is. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. So now we have one more painting. Actually, this is like a small video. So, I mean, Dipanshu Prabhu, he was doing the painting, but he also very creatively took a time lapse. So I think it took him a few hours. So he recorded it all and then he made it into 3 or 4 times extra speed to show how his creative process was.
Oh.
So this is the first time I'm also seeing such creativity. So I think Dipanshu Prabhu sent you, right, Sami Prabhu? So you could present it after you finish downloading the video.
Visible?
Yes, Prabhu, visible. You can start now.
Ayodhya Vasi Ram, Ayodhya Vasi Ram, Ho!
Ayodhya Vasi Ram,
Ayodhya Vasi Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Dasarath Nandana, Ram Ram, Ram. Please sing. Dasarath Nandana, Ram Ram.
Dasarath Nandana Ram Ram Ram.
Dasarath Nandana, Ram Ram. Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Patita Pavana, Janaki Jivana, Janaki Jivana, Sita Mohana,
Ram Ram Ram.
Sita Mohana, Ram Ram. Thank you, thank you. Sita Mohana, Ram Ram, Ram. Sita Mohana, Ram Ram. Bolo Ram, 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 Ram. Bolo Ram, Ram, Ram. Bolo Ram, 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 Ram. Bolo Ram, Ram, Ram. Go ahead, Ray.
So yes, Dipanshu Prabhu, you said that you would like to share some realizations and some quotes as well. So you can just unmute and you can also share your realizations, Prabhu.
Very nice drawing, Dipanshu Prabhu.
Very nice, Prabhu.
Nice
Very
to
nice.
see you. Very nice.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yeah, Rod.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranam Jai Srila Prabhupada. So actually, I had a really small and nice realization. So a day before Ekadashi, I tried to draw this portrait. So and it was pretty much hard for me, But on the day of Ekadashi, I pray to Lord Ram, hey Ram, please bless me so I can draw. And it turns out to be, a really good portrait. But and while I was painting with watercolors, but I was thinking, oh, I did this, so I feel like to break my kind of ego. So in the end, I kind of ruined the painting. So I think that how the Lord Ram say that you are not the one that who is doing this. So yeah, I had this kind of small realization. So yeah.
Wow. Nice, beautiful, Prabhu. Looking more from you in future. Very good. Keep it up.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. I mean, thank you so much, Dipanshu Prabhu and Drona Prabhu, for the nice paintings and for sharing it with all of us. So Prahlad Prabhu, the next is sadhana chart. But just before that, I just want to make one small thing, Prabhu. Actually, yeah, we have one of the European top book distributors. Like he sold some 30,000 books in the past few years in Europe. His name is Bhakta Jad. So he has been in contact with Swami Prabhu for the past few weeks. So maybe if Jad Prabhu could unmute himself, it will be good. Otherwise, anyways, it's okay. So yes, Prabhu, I just wanted to let you know that we have a professional book distributor here as well right now in the meeting.
Hare Krishna, dear Prabhus, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Pranam, Jai Prabhupada. How are you doing?
So maybe I can put the video, I think. So basically, Hare Krishna. So it is my first Ishtagosti, and I live in France right now. And I discovered ISKM some 2 years ago. First video I watched was Nimai Prabhu debunking Zakir Naik, and I really liked the videos because at that time I was distributing mostly Arabic books to Muslim people, and I became very much attracted by his video debunking him because I've heard of him a lot while distributing books, but somehow other I didn't really watch more than this, and recently I've been searching for nice association and with correct idea of the position of Srila Prabhupada. So recently I've seen more and more videos of ASKM devotees, mainly Nimai Nitai Prabhu and Sundar Gopal Prabhu. And Nimai Nitai Prabhu told me to join this group because there is bona fide association. And also the main point is that you are preaching. You are not just telling, oh, ISKCON is wrong and this and that. I see real devotees with, philosophically minded, preaching, doing Ratayatras, book distribution, prasad distribution. And in France, the movement is not going on very well, we can say. Very few devotees, and the few devotees they have misconception about the position of Prabhupada. So I hope that one day in the very near future, I can go and visit some ISKM temple and render service to bona fide disciple. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai Prabhupada. I'm very happy to see that you are distributing many books, Prabhu, in Krishna Inspiration. How do you distribute books online? What platform you use for distributing online books?
It's a website called Vinted, actually. It's working nice. I must sell 1,000 books per year only online, but basically I distribute in the street, door to door, in the shops. So I'm trying to sell as many way as possible.
Where do you get the books from?
I buy the books from the main ISKCON temple in France, where all the books are located, basically. And from this place, they sell to all book distributors. So I buy from them, and they sell me the books at the BBT print cost. So it doesn't cost that much.
Yeah, good, Prabhu. Keep it up. Prabhupada is very pleased to distribute his books.
Yes, Prabhu, he's also in Europe, so it's nice.
Very encouraging. Yes, keep it up, Prabhu.
Thank you, Haribo.
Thanks for coming and joining us. Haribo.
Haribo. Haribo. It was very nice to hear from Jad Prabhu for the first time. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for all the very nice stories also you share about the book distribution stories. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining again. So next we'll be having a short sadhana chart discussion. So Sami Prabhu, we could please present the sadhana chart.
Yes, Prabhu, 1 second. I need to find the link. Here. Okay, here is the sadhana chart. This week's points are here. Should I show the groups first? Should we go like that, or should we look at the points?
Yeah, now you can announce who is the top 5.
Yes, Prabhu.
You can go
But
to
there is, because I did this like 3 hours ago, but there has been some changes I see, because some people have updated. Now Vivek
Do
Prabhu
you
is
want
new.
to take some time to update it to the latest so we can go to the next session? You
Yes,
need some
Prabhu.
time?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to add a few things because here is
So,
some new people.
Karthi will go to the next thing. Let him update.
Yes, bro. Yes,
Yeah.
no worries. Yeah. So actually, the next event should also be done by Sami Prabhu only. He's the first person starting the narrations.
Okay.
So, Sami Prabhu, so what to do, Prabhu? What
So
do
let
you
him
recommend for
narrate.
that, Prabhu?
After narration, he can do the sadhana chart. No problem. Let
Yes,
him do
Prabhu.
the
Yes,
narration
Prabhu.
first.
Yes, Prabhu. So the narrations, the first narration of the Balakanda of the Ramayana, especially the youth pastimes of Lord Ram and the childhood pastimes, will be narrated by Sami Prabhu. So, Prabhu, whenever you're ready, you can speak. And if you have any interesting things to screen share as well, you can also share your notes. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So already Pavaneshwar Prabhu did really in depth
Yes.
of all the kandas.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can
Whole
much add
whole Ramayana got covered.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. And also this is very like new topic to me because I haven't read much about Ramayana or this. So I tried to gather some notes, and through those I tried to explain something, like how these things went, and yeah. So this will be the narrative of the birth of Lord Rama and also the events leading up to the departure with sage Vishwamitra, and also about the marriage ceremony with the bow. I will explain about this. So the son of Maharaj Kadvanga was named Dirgabahu, and his son was Raghu. And the son of Raghu was Aja, and the son of Aja was Dasharatha. And the son of Dasharatha was Lord Ramachandra. And Lord Rama is the supreme personality of Godhead himself. And when Lord Rama descended into the world, he came in his full quadruple expansion. That means he came as Lord Ramachandra, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna. And great sages like Valmiki, who are actually knowledge of the absolute truth, describe these transcendental pastimes. And also Srila Sukadev Goswami described these pastimes in brief in the Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 10, for example. So it all began in the peaceful kingdom of Ayodhya, where King Dasarath was eagerly awaiting the births of his sons, 4 sons, Rama, Bharat, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna. And after some seasons, they were born, and these great 4 sons of King Dasharatha, they were born, and he was overwhelmed with happiness and had a huge ceremony, gave a large heap of shining jewels to the Brahmins, and arranged for feasts to be distributed to the entire kingdom. And also, the Vashishta joyfully performed the name-giving ceremony for all the children and all the other rites of passage for the brothers. So, little description about the 4 brothers. Lord Rama is the eldest son. He was known for divinity and his righteousness, and Bharat was embodied with nobility and sense of duty. while Lakshman was unwavering in devotion to Rama and was known for his devotion was known everywhere to Rama. He never left Lord Rama's side. He was always with him. And Shatrugna, the youngest, was very brave and he was courageous. And also they were attached similarly with Bharat, just as Lakshman was with Lord Rama. And he was ready to protect his family and kingdom always. So they were really Kshatriyas. And also of all the brothers, Lord Rama was especially glorious, and his attractive body had the hue of a celestial emerald. It was the color of celestial emerald. He was dressed in the finest silk and adorned with the golden ornaments, as is typical to Lord Krishna. And he captured the mind of all who saw him, all attractive. Rama was devoted to his father's service, and he took delight in the science of archery. He was really greatest archer. And also he mastered the arts of horseback and elephant riding, as well as various methods of driving a chariot. So he was expert in everything, of course. So Ayodhya was very peaceful, but in the middle of that peacefulness and tranquility, a conflict arose when the arrival of sage Vishwamitra, when he arrived to that place. And the sage Vishwamitra was famous all over the world. He was performing very difficult austerities and virtuous behavior, and he was also known for limitless power. It was also said that by his own ascetic power, he created like entire constellation of planets. He created by his mystic power many planets, which still shone in the southern sky. So they were visible still. And when Vishwamitra came, he was asking the assistance of Lord Rama in defeating some demons, because he was trying to do some sacrifice, and there were two demons, Maricha and Subahu, who were distributing the sacrifice. And I'm not sure if I remember right, but are these Maricha and Subahu, are they the sons of Ravana, or are they his servants? If someone can tell me. Because I don't remember this detail. I heard it, but I forgot it. But anyways, I think they were devotees of Ravana. And yeah, they were trying to disrupt the sacrifice. And every time the sacrifice was close to completion, these two Rakshasas appeared, and they dropped from the sky flesh and blood, ruining the entire sacrifice. So the sage came, and he requested Lord Rama to help him. And of course, this was done to bring out Lord pastimes, because he was so great sage, he had made many planets. Of course, he could have defeated the demon, and also he was Brahmana. Usually Brahmanas, they don't fight. The kings and the Kshatriyas, they fight. So he went to ask help so that Lord Rama would help. Yeah, so he was capable of destroying Rakshasas with a curse, but he did not do so because the condition of the sacrifice was that he would not give way to anger, and his mind must remain steady and controlled through the sacrifice. And it's not sacred duty of Brahmins to attack an enemy. So it's the duty of kings and warriors. So he asked for the eldest and most heroic son, Rama. And although Ayat's Rama, he was really young and he really had no experience in battlefield, but still he asked, because he knew that the Lord Rama is the most powerful. His true prowess, and he's more than a match for any Rakshasa. But this was a problem to King Dasharath, because he was really attached to Lord Rama. So then this was like a dilemma to him. He was torn between the paternal instinct and his duty as a king, because as a king, he should do as the Brahmana asked him to do. So he should serve. And also he had made a promise that when Vishwamitra came, he made a promise that I will do whatever you request. And when he asked for his son, then he became like a little bit bewildered, because he wasn't thinking that he would have to, of all the things, he would have to give up association of Lord Rama. So he thought of sending Rama into battle was really fearful and anguishing to him. But also he could not ignore the obligation to Vishwamitra. So it was a difficult situation. But in this moment, he was in turmoil, and in that moment, some divine intervention happened. And the sage Vashishta revealed Rama's true identity to him as the embodiment of divinity, and the greater purpose behind Vishwamitra's request became really clear to him, that it was the Lord's pastimes. Then Vishwamitra fell silent, and because now he was aware of Lord Rama's true identity, and also by his meditation, he could see in his heart the Supreme Lord. And he knew that Lord Rama is that same person who he is seeing in his heart. So Vishwamitra understood that annihilation of demons was part of Lord Rama's plan on earth. So because this is Lord Krishna's pastimes, when he descends on this earth, he comes to annihilate the demons and deliver the pious. So he understood this finally. But it was long, like, back and forth between the king and Vishwamitra. He didn't want to first, but then he realized at the end. Yeah, and he understood that the sage was only acting as instrument of the Lord's desire, because Vishwamitra could have counteracted them himself, but he was acting as instrument. So then Dasharatha agrees to send Lord Rama and Lakshman with Vishwamitra, because Lakshman was deeply attached to his elder brother Rama from his very infancy, when he was a little child already. He was like a second self to Lord Rama, and he pleased him in every way. Unless Lakshman was present, Rama wouldn't sleep, eat, or do nothing. They were always together. So whenever Rama went out to forest to hunt, Lakshman would follow at his heels and guarding him on all sides. And also, Shatrugna was just as dear to Bharata, and these two brothers were also inseparable. So that's why Lord Rama and Lakshman went together with Vishwamitra. And there was farewells and blessings, and then they left. And next I'm going to explain about the marriage ceremony and the bow, the breaking of the bow. So there was King Janaka, who was father of Sita Devi, and he possessed a bow that is said to have been given by Lord Shiva, and it was a really great bow. And the king decided to marry his daughter to anyone who could lift it and charge its arrow. So the challenge was sent out everywhere, that the man who conquers the Shiva bow weds Sita Devi. And of all qualified princes and those who wanted to try, they came from all over the world. But how to find such a heroic young man to wed such a girl as Sita Devi? So it was tested, and many noble princes from several kingdoms came, but they were all bewildered by the mighty bow, and saluting the bow, they turned away. Yeah, in Bhagavatam it is explained about the bow that the bow was so heavy that it was carried by 300 men. But Lord Ramachandra, what he did, he bent and strung it and broke it in the middle, just as a baby elephant breaks a stick of sugar cane. So easily. There were so many great princes, and they came, they even tried to lift the bow, and they saluted and they left. They said nothing to do, it's impossible. But what Lord Ramachandra did, he so easily bent and just strung it, and it broke in the middle, and just as the baby elephant. Thus the Lord achieved the hand of Mother Sita, who was equally as endowed with transcendental qualities of form, beauty, behavior, age, and nature. So they were really a match because their qualities were as glorious. And indeed, she was the goddess of fortune herself, who constantly rests on the chest of the Lord. And then while returning from Sita's home, after gaining her at the assembly of competitors, Lord Ramachandra met Parasurama during that time. Although Parasurama was very proud, he had just rid the earth of royal order of 21 of the Kshatriyas 21 times. But then he was defeated by the Lord, who appeared to be a Kshatriya of the royal order. So, is this last part? One second. Yes, and then when they returned, then there was the coronation ceremony. And Maharaj Dasharat had 3 wives, and one of them was Kaikeyi, and she served him very pleasingly, and therefore the king Maharaj Dasharat wanted to give her a benediction. So what Kaikeyi asked was that she would want benediction that when it was necessary. So she said that when it's necessary, I will ask some benediction when the time comes. And when the time of the coronation of Prince Ramachandra came, then during that Kaikeyi she requested her husband to enthrone her son Bharata. Yes, then she asked that if Bharat could be enthroned and to send Lord Ramachandra to the forest. So Maharaj Dasharat, he was bound because the wife was really dear to him. So he was bound, like sometimes the man act like pet dogs of the woman. So being bound by his promise, he ordered Ramachandra to go to the forest, and according to the dictation of the dictation of his beloved. And then Lord Ramachandra, as an obedient son, he accepted it and went to the forest immediately. So my part is done here. If I forgot something, anyone can add. And I didn't really know much about this topic, so hopefully I could describe even something. But Pavanashvar Prabhu at the beginning already gave so amazing description that I don't think I could add anything to that. But thank you so much, Prabhu, for this opportunity. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for
Hare Krishna. Thank you so
wonderful
much, Swami
narration.
Prabhu, for the nice explanation.
Very nice.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Bol. Jai.
Yes. So Swami Prabhu, you can start working on the sadhana chart. Maybe in the next half an hour, you can try to get it ready. So we'll proceed with the other pastimes. Okay, then. Yes, Hare Krishna. So now we have Aditya Prabhu. So he's going to be narrating a very nice pastime on the exiling of Lord Ram. Of course, Bhuvaneswar Prabhu gave a very nice description, but so Aditya Prabhu will also do the same, and he'll be giving a nice explanation on the exiling of Lord Ram. And Prabhu has also made a small note with a few pictures which he would like to share. So Swami Prabhu, you could share the screen, right, of what Aditya Prabhu has given you, or you can also go to my personal chat. I have also sent you. Okay, so Aditya Prabhu, when you're ready, you can start. Hare Krishna, all glory to Srila Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhus, please accept my humble obeisances, all grace to Srila Prabhupada and Vaishnavas. I hope I'm audible.
Prabhu. Yes, can hear Prabhu.
All right, Prabhu. So,
yes,
sorry. So before I start, I'm sorry I couldn't have a tilak. There's no tilak around here. So, but anyway, so I have been assigned Ayodhya Kanda, and as mentioned earlier, His Grace Bhuvaneswar Prabhu and Swami Prabhu have covered most of it. I mean everything. There is nothing much to add on. But because I've been assigned, I'll be doing my part. So this is a small presentation like thing which I made under the instruction of His Grace Prahat Prabhu. I hope this the devotees can read this. So I'll start now. So as Sami Prabhu mentioned, the appearance of Lord Ram, and we have moved on to that, to the coronation part, and how the coronation did not happen during that time. So what we see during that time is that the entire Ayodhya Vasis, they are very excited, they are very happy, they are eager looking for the coronation of Lord Ram. But what ends up happening is that an exile takes place. Like mentioned by His Grace Pavaneshwar Prabhu, due to the bad association of her maidservant Mandara, Kaikeyi fell down, and it seemingly fell down and developed envy in the heart. So, but the one thing that we can understand is that all these are the arrangements by the Supreme Lord, and that all the associates of the Lord are pure devotees themselves. It's just that they are playing a part in the Lord's transcendental Leela. So, I will start off by reading off a little bit from the PPT. Ayodhya Kanta is the second book of Valmiki Ramayana. In this part, we see the planned coronation of Lord Rama and the various ecstasy everyone was in, but the Lord, being completely independent, chose a different path and chose to be exiled. So, as mentioned, Lord Ram was the favorite of the Ayodhya Vasis. He was in the hearts of every single person in Ayodhya, and people were joyous and in a state of ecstasy when King Dasharatha decided to coronate him as a new king of Ayodhya. And we also see that during this time, the Lord, despite possessing all of this, also shows an immeasurable level of detachment, because as far as the materialist is concerned, today when I was preparing the PPT, I saw a part where I saw a question in Quora where it's asked, and I myself had this question where people ask, if Lord Ram is really the supreme personality of Godhead, why did he have to go through his tribulations and suffering? And that kind of got me thinking. And then I realized through the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada that the Lord is free to do whatever He wants. His will, He is not bound by any kind of material attachment or any kind of anything material. He's not bound by anything at all. As mentioned by His Grace Pavaneshwar Prabhu, the Lord is completely free. We are bound by material things. And another question that I saw today on Quora was why did Lord Ram leave Mother Sita? And such questions. Why did Lord Ram get carried away by a deer? It's a very humane tendency, they say. So when we look further into these questions, we also understand that it is not possible for a mere human being to defeat a Rakshasa or a demon of Ravana's caliber, to burn down entire Lanka, to get the buck to be accepted as master by someone as great as Hanuman. So these things are not something a mere human being can do. And this is something that many people do not realize at this point, where when they when they try to humanize Lord Ram, it is not a very practical approach, because what you're trying to humanize is you're trying to you're trying to push your understanding, or you try to see you in the position of Lord Ram, but that is not practical, because Lord Ram, the supreme personality of Godhead, like many times I used to ask His Grace Prahlad Prabhu this question, questioning the Leelas of the Lord many times. And Prabhu mentioned, even His Grace Shamagovind Prabhu mentioned that if the Lord can do such transcendental activities, these things are nothing but just a mere Leela of what He's doing. These things are not something that He's bound to do or forced to do. It is the way He expresses it, it's the way He chooses to do it. And nobody can question that. So now moving to the other part of this presentation.
I think you're mute, Aditya Prabhu.
Sorry, yeah. Could you please go up, Sami Prabhu? I'm so sorry. Thank you. Thank you so much. The events unfolded gives us a picture of how this happened. King Dasharatha had felt he had the throne long enough. He knew his son Rama would be the next after him, for Rama was loved and respected by everyone he met. He was praised by many in his Ayodhya and had the loyalty of his three brothers. King Dasharatha held a meeting with his ministers, advisors, and the elders of Ayodhya, who all agreed that the Lord Rama should be crown the new king, and it should be done the very next day. It was announced to all that Lord Rama should be the new king, and the kingdom sprung into action. Sage Vishwamitra and the elders prepared for the ceremony and necessary rituals and others. Others took to praying and meditating throughout the night. Rama's mother Kausalya was joyful to hear such news, as were the mothers of Bharat, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna. Bharat's mother Kaikeyi had loved Rama as much as she loved Bharat, and had felt nothing but happiness at Rama's succession. However, it was a hunchback maid Mandara who did not receive this news well, as she always had a deep and bitter hatred towards the ever pious Rama. Her sly manner and poisonous words were used to fill Kaikeyi's mind with jealousy and hostility directed at Rama and his mother. It was said that Mandara told Kaikeyi she would be the maid of Kausalya and her son the errand boy of Lord Rama. Kaikeyi, having heard the evil counsel of Manthara, now believed that Dasharatha wishes to remove her from her place in the kingdom by making Rama the new king. Sami Prabhu, could you please go down? So this is one picture also. It's a representation of uh, Queen Kaikeyi and her maidservant Manthara. We see that Manthara is also a hunchback, and she's depicted as a malicious personality, and Kaikeyi is depicted as someone who's a little naive. And another thing we understand is that we see that one of the prime reasons we develop jealousy or envy is also because of fear of losing our material opulences, fear of losing the things that we believe that we possess, as mentioned by His Grace Bhavaneshwar Prabhu, that we do not possess anything. Lakshmi is completely Lord Narayana's property, but we believe that we possess Lakshmi. And this makes us fall in the Ravana category, because that is what Ravana wanted to do. He wanted to possess, he believed he had the rights to possess Lakshmi, and it was his to enjoy. But in reality, it's all the Lord's, as once again mentioned by His Grace Bhavaneshwar Prabhu. So now I'll be continuing reading a little bit more. Kaikeyi became enraged the more Manthara spoke, and when King Dasharatha had asked her about her anger and what he could do to remedy it, it was here that Kaikeyi acted. She requested the king grant her the two boons he had promised her. She wished for her son Bharat to be made king of Ayodhya instead of Rama, and she wished for Rama to be exiled to the forest for 14 years. Despite his pleadings and begging to spare the life of Rama, Kaikeyi was unmoved. The king, having sworn on the life of Rama that he would comply with her wishes, had no choice. He had never suspected that this would be what she asked. So now in this paragraph, we also see that how Kaikeyi having been polluted, Queen Kaikeyi having been polluted by the malicious personality that is Manthara, decided to act in pure envy, and that love that she had a moment ago for Lord Ram, that was pure love for Lord Ram, saw him as her own son, but this was tainted in a matter of seconds due to bad association. And many times His Grace Prahlad Prabhu has mentioned to us that we should be very careful of the association, because if we are not careful, as it is mentioned in the scriptures as well, a moment association with a pure devotee is all beneficial. Similarly, a moment's association with a materialistic person can condemn us to lifetimes and lifetimes of suffering and whatnot. So we see that within matter of moments, Kaikeyi has turned into has taken that maliciousness into her own heart, being consumed by jealousy and envy. And we see that when King Dasharatha, as I again mentioned and understood that that men have men have a soft spot for their wives, and and due to this relationship, due to having this relationship and being over attached to Queen Kaikeyi, there's actually a story to this why that Queen Kaikeyi was given this promise. I am not sure if it is bona fide. The story that I heard was that during a great war where King Dasharatha was facing failure, and Queen Kaikeyi used her little finger as a way to help, because King Dasharatha's chariot had broken down, and used her little finger as a way to support King Dasharatha's chariot. And that day, King Dasharatha, in feeling a lot of love and affection, promised Queen Kaikeyi that he will fulfill any of her two desires. But during that time, Queen Kaikeyi did not use it and saved it for later. And being thus induced by the malicious personality of Manthara, she used it like this. But we see that the king was overstruck with shock. It starts off with shock and later turns to grief and a lot of suffering, but it starts with shock. We see that that King Dashratha is in extreme shock because as we see that Queen Kaikeyi always saw Lord Ram as her own son, but this was a huge shock to King Dashratha. Now moving to the next paragraph. The She requested the king grant her the two boons he had promised her. She wished for her son Bharat to be made king of Ayodhya instead of Rama, and she wished for Rama to be exiled to the forest for 14 years. Despite his pleading and begging to spare the life of Rama, Kaikeyi was unmoved. The king, having sworn on the life of Rama that he would comply with her wishes, he had no choice. He had never suspected this would be what she asked. Lord Rama, upon seeing his father in such anguish, asked Kaikeyi what made him cry. Kaikeyi made Rama promise that whatever his father asked of him he would do, and then after he promised to do this, she told him what she had asked of the king. When Lord Rama heard of his exile from her, he was not upset nor pained, instead he was determined. Lord Rama, known for his caring nature and virtuosity, vowed to fulfill the boons she was owed and carry out the 14 years of exile. This is a transcendental pastime by Lord Rama, and the pastimes of Lord Rama should not be judged by mere humans. We see that despite having all material opulence and being the favorite of the Ayodhyawasis, the Lord showcases immeasurable quality of. Prabhu, could you please go down? Thank you. Renunciation. He was willing to give up everything just to honor his father's promise. So now we also see that though King Dasaratha being over-attached and Queen Kaikeyi also being caught up in her material attachment, decides to completely, in a very sly way, try to cheat Lord Rama by making him promise. And if this was any normal person, they could have argued, saying, "Oh, you know, somehow or the other, I will try to get my kingdom and preserve it one way or the other." But Lord Rama, being the supreme personality of Godhead and having the quality of complete renunciation, decided to give this all up to honor his father's promise. And later, we all know that King Dasharatha left this material world because of the immense suffering due to their separation from Lord Rama. And now we see some quotes by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, some purports actually. So I will just read those out. So Srimad Bhagavatam 1:3:22 purport. The personality of Godhead Sri Rama assumed the form of a human being and appeared on the earth for the purpose of doing some pleasing work for the demigods or the administrative personalities to maintain the order of the universe. We all know that Lord Rama had come to earth to re-establish Dharma, as well as during that time Ravana, being empowered by the boon of Lord Brahma and being empowered with the blessings of Lord Shiva, was wreaking havoc across the world. He had he was a huge initially, as Swami Prabhu also mentioned in the we see that there were many demons who were causing who were harming the Vedic culture. And when we see that after Lord Rama came and Dharma was re-established, and the demigods initially before Lord Rama had appeared were living in the fear of Ravana. It is even told that Ravana had captured the god of death, Yama himself, and he had the control of all the 9 planets. It is also mentioned that during the birth of Indrajit, Ravana's son, he made all the planets stand in auspicious position. But if I'm not wrong, it was Shani who tried to who moved away from their auspicious position, and as a result, enraged Ravana. So Ravana was so powerful that even the planetary positions were under his control, and it was not possible for demigods as well to defeat him. But Lord Rama, being the supreme personality of Godhead, when Ravana decided to challenge Rama, it was at that moment that that Ravana started his complete destruction, as mentioned by His Grace Bhavanesha Prabhu as well. That nobody can fight against the supreme personality of Godhead, the supreme personality of Godhead. Now coming to Srimad Bhagavatam 1.8.41 purport. The personality of Godhead as an ideal king showed this by example. Sri Ramachandra cut off the tie of affection for his beloved wife to manifest the qualities of an ideal king. This is again a very it's something that has been there has been a lot of controversy about this, particularly in India, where people question the characteristics of Lord Ram because he seemingly appeared to abandon Mother Sita. But the fact was that he wanted to show the world, he wanted to show everyone how ideal a king should be. Nowadays, we see, not just nowadays, we see so many rulers who have destroyed their own kingdoms and have sacrificed their own people for their attachment towards their wives, for their attachment towards material things. But Lord Rama showed how an ideal king should be by being detached and ensuring the welfare of the people. And now moving on to Srimad Bhagavatam 1 verse 12-20. Purport. Thou seen the Bharata. There are many Bharatas in history, of which Bharata, the brother of Lord Rama, Bharata, the son of King Rishabha, and the Bharata, the son of Maharaja Dushyanta, are very famous. And all these Bharatas are historically known to the universe. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.23. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita 4.6, the Lord appears when there are discrepancies in the discharge of factual religion. Lord Ramachandra also appeared in the same circumstances, accompanied by his brother, were expansions of the Lord's internal potency, and by Lakshmi Ji Sita Devi. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.23. Ravana was very advanced materially, so much so that he turned his kingdom of Lanka into pure gold or full material wealth. But because he did not recognize the supremacy of Lord Ramachandra and defied him by stealing his wife, Sita, Ravana was killed and all his opulences and power were destroyed. Lord Ramachandra is a full incarnation with six opulences in full, and he is therefore mentioned in this verse as Kalesha, or the master of all opulences. Despite Ravana having such a powerful kingdom, this was all lost because of his offense against the Supreme Personality of Godhead in a matter of mere, mere, mere seconds. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.24. The impersonalists will see havoc in this red hot sentiment of Lord Rama because they want to see negation in perfection. Because the Lord is absolute, the impersonalists imagine that in the absolute, the sentiment of anger, which resembles mundane sentiments, must be conspicuous by absence. Due to a poor fount of knowledge, they do not realize that the sentiment of the absolute person is transcendental to all mundane concepts of quality and. Prabhu, could you please go down? And quantity. Had Lord Ramachandra's sentiment been of mundane origin, how could it disturb the whole ocean and its inhabitants? Can any mundane red-hot eye generate heat in the great ocean? These are factors to be distinguished in terms of the personal and impersonal conception of absolute truth. When Lord Ramachandra was trying to cross the ocean to Lanka, Lord Ramachandra had given a certain was praying to the Varuna Deva to allow him and his army to cross, but despite a lot of prayers and a lot of seeking of help, there was no response. Thus, to show his supremacy, Lord Rama in anger uh, wielded his bow and arrow, transcendental bow and arrow. And during the time when Lord Rama got angry, the entire creation was affected, thus showing the supremacy of Lord Rama. If any mundana like me or someone else, or even a king, maybe Napoleon, in fact, if he got angry also, we do not see the entire universe getting affected by it. But when the Supreme Personality of Godhead showed anger, we see that the effects were seen around. Then Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.25. When Ravana was engaged in the battle, the trunk of the elephants which carried the king of heaven, Indra, broke in pieces, having collided with the chest of Ravana, and the scattered broken parts illuminated all directions. Ravana therefore felt proud of his prowess and began to loiter in the midst of the fighting soldiers, thinking himself the conqueror of all directions. But his laughter, overtaken by joy, along with his very air of life, suddenly ceased with the tingling sound of the bow of Ramachandra, the personality of Godhead. We also see that we see the powers of Ravana. Even Indra was no match to him, but he was subsided. He could he could not win against the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Ramachandra. Now going to the other verse. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.10.35. The pure devotees of the Lord worship him in his Vaikuntha form as Narayana or Krishna. Sometimes the same Vaikuntha form of the Lord are in the material world. Also by his grace as Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, Sri Narasimhadeva, thus the pure devotees also worship them. We see that the Lord is available to us in various forms to worship, and that this is and the pure devotees worship him, like Srila Prabhupada. So this is my presentation. I'm very sorry for any offense. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Hare Krishna, Dandava Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Nam Jai Prabhupada. Very nice presentation, Prabhu. I think we can store
Thank you, Prabhu.
this presentation as well in the Hare Krishna Nigra repository as well.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna. Very nice
Prabhu.
presentation.
Very nice,
Thank
Prabhu.
you
Hare
so
Bol.
much, Prabhu. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes. Yeah. So next is Vivek Prabhu's presentation on the Aranya Kanda, or the kidnapping of Mother Sita. So Vivek Prabhu, whenever you're ready, you can just adjust your mic and speak.
Yes, bro, I can stand.
Yes, Prabhu, you can send it to Sami Prabhu. He will present.
No, Prabhu, I didn't prepare any presentation. I will say voice, like that was only.
Yes, Prabhu, no worries. You can start.
Yes, Prabhu. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतलक्ष्मीदेवक्तिरन्त स्वामी नाम्ने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारणे विशेष नवदि पश्यतधिष्ठारणे Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances of Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for giving this opportunity. As Swami Prabhu and Bhuvaneshwar Prabhu and Aditya Prabhu were describing, Bhuvaneshwar Prabhu did all Ramayana story still very nicely, and importance of learning, and Swami Prabhu also till that Balakanda, and Aditya Prabhu also very nicely presented the Ayodhya Kanda, and I'm going to present okay, I'm going to present Ayodhya Kanda is presented by Aditya Prabhu. Then I'm going to present Aranya Kanda. When Rama, Bhuvaneshwar Prabhu told okay, Ravana told Miricha that what he had to do to make Rama and Lakshmana leave the hut. Then Maricha took the form of a beautiful deer with sparkling eyes and shining horns made of gold. And then Sita came out of the hut and saw the deer. She was carried away by its beauty, and she called the husband Rama, and he told my lord, please come here. And so Rama told Sita, what happened? You are so excited. Look at the deer and the bushes. It's glowing. Rama said, amazing. It looks like a golden deer. Can you capture that deer for me, Sita asked. And Rama told, all right, I will go and catch it. And Lakshmana told to brother Rama, the deer is glowing, but it doesn't look like real. And Rama said, yes, a normal deer could not be look like that, like this. And then Lakshmana, let us forget about it, and like that. And just Sita told, my lord, can you please get me the deer? There won't be any problem. Why should we have unnecessary doubts like that? Sita will told. And then Rama said, okay, Lakshmana, let us see if it is real or not. If it is real, I will capture it, and if not, no loss will be ours. Then please, then Rama told to Lakshmana, please stay in the house and take care of Sita, and I will bring the deer. And Rama went, and unable to refused Sita's request, Rama left to capture the deer and went behind the deer, and it took deep away in the forest, and Rama was excellent in archer. But every time he aimed at it, the deer were disappearing. Rama finally realized that the deer was not real. Then uh, Rama, Rama know that the deer was not real. Then Rama killed the deer by shooting the arrows on Maricha, who was form of deer. Here we can see like Paneshwar Prabhu told that Maya is so strong we can fall down in any time. So we have to careful in this Maya's material life. So then when the Rama shoot the arrow for Maricha, he took his original form, and Lakshmana and Sita is putting loudly saying the names of Lakshmana and Sita. Maricha did on the spot, and then Rama understood that something was wrong. He want to go back immediately at the same moment. Then Mother Sita said, Lakshmana, did you hear the voice of hear the voice of calling our names? I think your brother is in trouble. Please go and find him. Then Lakshmana told, my brother would never call anyone for help who can cause him any trouble. This was these are all. Then Lakshmana told these are all tricks. Like these are tricks played by the demons in the forest. Please do not worry. Then Mother Sita, Lakshmana, is this the time to say like this? Mother Sita was telling for Lakshmana. It was like a death cry. Please go and find out what am happened Rama to their brother. And then Lakshmana, but Rama has told me not to leave you alone. Then in the hut, he will come. No, I know him. Then Lakshmana told like that, and Sita, you are why are you behave like this? You don't seem to care about your brother. That's why, in spite of repeated request, you are willing to save him. Then Lakshmana could not bear to hear these words, and he tried his best not to show how hurt he was. He remained calm, and Lakshmana was instructed by his brother not to leave alone, but I don't have um, any choice other than to listen to you. Then I will draw a line out like Lakshmana will draw a Lakshman Rekhe, which please do not cross the line till we come back. Then Lakshmana told Sita, and Lakshmana hurt was very heavy. He could neither control his emotions or his get him better of him. Then in the meanwhile, then Lakshmana went, and in the meanwhile, in the meantime, Ravana, okay, Ravana took the form of an old sage and approached Sita. He was like he saw Sita, and he was stunned by her divine beauty. And Ravana in his Ravana say for Sita, like, is there anybody here? I am an old sage, and I am in need of food and water. Then Sita Devi tell that Guru, please wait. I will get you some food. And Sita came out with food. She stayed inside forest, inside the line, and gave him the food. And Ravana, in the form of old sage, told to Sita, like, you lady, I am an old sage. You can standing so far away and serving me. It looks like you don't want to serve me. Like that, Ravana told to Sita, and uh, then Sita Devi, Guru, please, Sita Devi told the Guru, please, you do not misunderstand me. Uh, then Ravana, if you couldn't want to come closer, like Ravana told him, oh, in the form of a old sage, if you couldn't want to come closer to serve me, the food you can keep it for yourself. I will go hungry today, like this. Ravana will tell. Then Mother Sita was could not answer back, mistaking Ravana as an for an old man. She crossed the line drawn by the Lakshmana with a lot of hesitations, and there were next moment the sage vanished, and deadly Ravana appeared before Sita, and Sita was shocked to see Ravana and troubled with fear. She ran inside the hut, and but Ravana picked up the hut with Sita inside, but put in the chariot and flew to the sky. Then eagles were flying around him and screaming, and the vulture by name Jatayu, who was well-wisher of Rama, lived there. Jatayu was commonly served the Sita when Rama and Lakshmana were not there. And he immediately then like well, the time Ravana picked picked the hut with Sita inside the chariot, and the vulture Jatayu see the chariot like put in the chariot Sita, and then Jatayu um, Jatayu um, Jatayu immediately attacked Ravana on his forehead, and Ravana became furious and interferences of Jatayu. There was a battle, and Jatayu cut his feathers with his uh, sword, and wounded Jatayu fell to the ground. Then and Ravana flew away in his chariot, taking Sita to Lanka, unaware of all that happened. Lakshmana was going to search for Rama. Then when Rama returning from the woods, Lakshmana saw the Rama when returning to the forest, returning from the forest. Then Rama said that, Lakshmana, why are you here? I asked you to take care of Sita. Then Lakshmana told, brother, we heard loud like a voice, death cry of my name and Mother Sita's name. She was very worried and wanted to me to search for you. Then Rama said, Lakshmana has suspected the Lord was not real. When my arrow struck it, it turned into a demon, and this way Rama was revealing the Miracha's death to Lakshmana. Everything seems to be pre-planned. I am very worried, and Rama told to Lakshmana, and then Lakshmana, don't worry, brother. I have put a line like Lakshmana tell, I have put a Lakshman Rekhe. Like I asked Mother Sita to stay inside the line. We will go back immediately, like Lakshmana said. And on the way, they saw Jatayu lying on the ground with his injured wings, and seeming to be of for life. Rama said, Jatayu, what happened? Who did this to you? Rama asked Jatayu, then my lord, please forgive me. I couldn't save Mother Sita. Then Rama asked, what happened to Sita? Jatayu reveal um, all the past times of happened in by picking took away the Sita from of Ravana, my Lord Ravana, the demon king in the form of the old sage. See and fooled Sita and took her along with your hut and in a flying chariot towards the south. I tried my level best to stop him, but he cut my wings. Please forgive me, my lord. Like this, Jatayu were telling for uh, Rama. Here we can see how humbly serving very devotionally pure bhakti to the Jatayu. So this way we have to serve. To in devotion service pure bhakti we can't satisfy the lord by beauty or fame or anything material activities. So we have to the only way to satisfy the lord is only devotion service. So we have to be so determined in this way. And next Rama was completely grief stricken. He had lost his army, his kingdom, his for, sorry, army not his kingdom, his father and his wife, and Lakshmana got hold of his brothers and then Lakshmana asked for Jatayu, do you know where the Ravana is? Then before Jatayu could reply, he did. And then Rama put Jatayu hand on his lap and blessed him. Rama did not know what to do. He was speechless on the time. And Lakshmana took Rama to where their hut used to stay, and there were no hut, only ground was left there. And next, Rama stood devastated completely, dejected and hopeless. Rama and Lakshmana left the place, uh, wanders towards the forest and traveled towards the south. In search of Sita. They have no idea who Ravana was and where he had taken Sita. Then Ravana took Sita to Lanka and placed the hut in the the forest called Ashoka, a beautiful natural garden. And Ravana said Sita to, I have brought you to Lanka, crossing to ocean. No one can, no one can rescue you. Take care of yourself. Forget your past and be prepared to be with me. Ravana told, and Sita bowed her head and without looking at Ravana, she answered back. She answered back, Sita, I am not. I am the daughter-in-law of the great King Dasharatha and the wife of Sri Ram. Do not play your cheat tricks with me. You did his near Sita was giving reminder, and Ravana was laughing and if I had wished I could have forcibly married you, but I couldn't want to do that without your complete acceptance. Then Ravana told like this to Sita. Then, but Ravana know that very well that he has cursed by the Lord Brahma. But if he touched by any woman without her consent, his 10 heads would be blown to pieces like this. Lord Brahma was cursed to Ravana. and the cursed pastimes is like when Vedavati, okay, Vedavati Vedavati is Vedavati is none other than Sita is in the previous birth, and Lord Brahma appeared before, like Vedavati was so beautiful, and um, so many kings are wanted to marry, but Vedavati was too devoted to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu. Then Ravana was to Ravana see the Vedavati and told, "I will marry you if you don't accept also." And then for that statement, that reply from Ravana, he is scared, and Vedavati was too devoted to Vishnu. So from Agni Dev, he burnt. He self herself burnt in ashes, and then for this death by her statement, Ravana's statement, without the burnt. So Lord Brahma cursed before Ravana, like Lord Brahma appeared before Ravana and cursed his Ravana, you demon king. Do you know what dedication his Vedavati was an avatar of Lakshmi. She decided to burn herself rather than marry you, because she had dedicated herself um, Lord because he dedicated herself to Lord Vishnu. If you touch any female without her consent, your head blow off, and then Vedavati will have a second birth, and she will be the this cause of your downfall of Lanka. And Vedavati herself uh, herself death by ashes were kept in a box, and they were burnt in the kingdom Mithila, and with ashes uh, the bow that have been given Vedavati by the Lord Shiva in the memory of Lord Vishnu, which she used to worship, was no, she was worshipped, was also burnt along with her. And the king of Mithila has no child, and he was praying to Lord to child. And after a few years, when farmer was tilling uh, stealing the ground, then the large box full large box will seen to the tilling farmer, and farmer he presented this to the king. When the king was opened the box, here he was a beautiful child inside. The child was a dazzling beauty with great charming jewels, and King Janaka was very happy to see the lovely child, but the grace of God, and he named her named Sita. This was the curse by the Brahma to the Ravana, which if Ravana killed, so if Ravana touches any woman without a acceptance, his 10 heads will flow down. Then this curse was happen these past times, and comes to Aranya Khanda, like Ravana, like next Ravana, remember Brahma's words, that was the reason he picked up the hut along with Sita, because he could not touch her, and then but he did not know that Sita was very same woman Brahma and has warned by him about. And Sita did not know the difference between day and night. She stayed inside the Ashoka forest, constantly thinking of Rama, and she was crying and crying. She was no one his for console him. And next, then Antolim was the whole day. They are guarded by the demonians of Ravana. She wanted to commit suicide, but did not want to leave Rama, and she know that Rama will come and take her back. From this pastime of Lord um, Brahma, like that Lord Brahma cursed to Ravana. So we can understand that we have to remove the mentality of Ravana. So it is our only sense gratifications by seeing women and doing other sense gratifications is so dangerous. So we have to refuse it. And then from Sita will tell that Ram will come and take back her. This dedication also we have to be in our devotion service. The Lord will never never falls to the devotees. He will always protect him. And in Bhagavad Gita also it will say and next, Rama and Lakshmana crossed the forest to south by crossing rivers, traveled towards the south and not knowing where the Sita was. Then Rama and Lakshmana, when crossing, then when the Rama and Lakshmana are going in forest, then normally a lady may Lord like a lady is seen by my lord appeared as if you hail from the king's like that he will say like the lady will say like my lord you are appeared in from the king's and may know who are you like that we will ask and Rama will we are sons of King Dasharatha. I am Rama and Rama is my brother. Lakshmana I will like introduce and the lady is known as Shabari and a poor lady who works in his village but have heard about a lot about you like this the lady will say about to Rama and a long time next the lady will call to uh, join for lunch then Rama and Lakshmana went to her hut like this Ranekanda will be is there is there anything I left he said please forgive me if I did any mistakes very good
Haribo. So much, Prabhu.
and next from we have like from this whole story we can understand that we have to we have to remove the mentality of Ravana and only serve for Krishna. We are in material. We are serving only for sense gratification. We are serving for boss, child. It's temporarily, and because it was very not very the real thing was we have to serve for Lord and from this Ramayana we have to pray that my Lord my Lord all kills my Lord kill the my mentality of propensity from the heart of mind of Ravanas and mentally destroy and please pray seek the mercy of Lord Rama. Please kill all demonic mentality and make us the devotees advance in devotional service to the Lord, just like human mentality. Human mentality, I can Hanuman eternally engage in the service of the Lord. We have to pray like this. And
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Jai Prabhu.
So much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Jai Prabhupada. Very well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very well. Give emotion, like, I say. You have to speak with emotions.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Everybody will sleep like this. You have to speak with emotions. Like, for example, Rama killed Ravana. No? Rama killed Ravana. The difference is there now. When Rama killed Ravana, how much it is? You cannot say like Rama killed Ravana. Understand? You have to speak loud, you have to speak bold, so that people will also understand. Very good. Philosophy good. Presentation you have to improve. Okay. Improve the presentation. Here.
Thank you so much.
Good. Very good. So next
Thank you so much, Vivek.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. Karti Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Sorry to interrupt, Prabhu. No, you're saying
Hey,
something.
carry on. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Vivek Prabhu, for the nice lecture. So yes, now we'll be having the most awaited sadhana chart discussion, and after sadhana chart, we'll be discussing a very, very important thing. So we request everyone pay nice attention to this. Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so here is the sadhana chart results.
Yes, Prabhu. You can make announcement.
So first one is Jani Prabhu and Amari Prabhu.
Rebol. Full points.
Yeah.
As usual.
Yes.
Yeah.
All glory to Prabhupada.
All glories to both of you. Good job.
In second place, I got 597 points, so I'm getting closer.
Jai.
Hari Bol. Jai Hari Bol.
Ami Prabhu, fine. Good. Next.
Then Vivek Prabhu 586.
Haribo. Last week.
Jai.
What was the score last week?
Last week 520.
520. This week?
586.
586. Wow.
Yes, Prabhu.
Wow. Good, Prabhu. Very good progress.
Thank you.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Keep it up. Good job. Next.
Then fourth place, Drona Prabhu with 500.
I think last week was less, no? Drona was less, no, last week?
This here says last week's 499.
Okay, good. Almost same, huh? Consistent. Okay, good. Very good. Very good.
Then Ravi Prabhu 435th place, 435.
Haribol. Jai.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Haribol.
Then there's Luvesh 391.5.
I think last week his was very less now.
It's 200.
Wow, almost he doubled now. Haribol.
Haribol.
Great job.
Very nice.
Great job. Very good, very good. Almost double.
Yes, Prabhu was saying he's gonna break the 400, so maybe next week he's gonna.
Yeah. He will. Oh,
then there is Kartik Prabhu.
Jai.
Kartik Prabhu.
Hey,
Kartik Prabhu close to 12 points. Look at
Haribol. He made a good progress. Last week was less now. Kartik Prabhu also less now last week.
Yes, Prabhu. Last week did not update Prabhu.
200, 400.
Wow. Very good. Good improvement. Kartik Prabhu, 400 next week, huh?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
400 group.
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhu.
Good.
And Aryan Prabhu 308.
Haribol, after last
Jai.
week, he has making it very Jai Jai.
Aryan Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Hari bol.
Then there is Varun Prabhu, 277.
Haribol, what happened, Varun Prabhu?
Hey, Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, Jai Prabhu.
This week my app is not good.
Sami Prabhu, sorry, Vivek Prabhu, I think your mic is making noise. Huh? Whose mic? Making some noise. Sami Prabhu or Vivek Prabhu? Whose mic?
Just Vivek Prabhu.
Yeah.
Vivek
Okay,
Prabhu.
yes. Varun Prabhu, you can. What happened?
Yes, Prabhu. See, this week my health is not good, so I 3 times I only join
Okay.
Japa Session morning.
Okay,
That's
no problem. Okay. Try to come to 400s this week.
Yes,
Huh?
yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Okay, next.
Then Pankaj Jalal Prabhu, 247.
Okay, Haribol. Oh, it's steady, huh? 55 to 47. Steady progress.
Yes,
Last
Prabhu.
week 255, is it?
Yeah, 255.
Okay, good, fine. Okay, no problem. So we have Pranchal Prabhu, Pankaj Prabhu, Patita Pawan Prabhu. What Patita Pawan Prabhu is work was busy last week.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, Jai, Dhanavad Pranam. All the Prabhupada.
And that
Yes.
Yes,
How
so
are you?
3 times I didn't join because morning check-on.
Okay. All okay? Going well, sadhana?
Yes, so sadhana is going well. Continue. But I didn't read or listen to lecture this week mostly.
Oh, okay. Try to join. I think when you're coming here,
I'm trying to come next week.
did you book the ticket?
Prabhu, I'm looking for a ticket now.
Train or flight?
Not I'm seeing if I can get a Tatkal ticket train, then it will be good. Then so if I could come,
Okay.
if I didn't get a Tatkal ticket, then I will book a plane ticket.
Okay, good. Good. Try to increase your score, huh? Haribol.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Then, who is next?
Then next one is Srikant Prabhu.
Srikant.
Prabhu.
Okay, good. But I think last week he was more, right?
Let's see. Yes, Prabhu. Last week 300.
300. Okay, maybe he's busy. Okay, no problem. Next.
And then Dama Ganga Sujit Prabhu.
What happened to Krishna Vinod Kuti?
I don't know, Prabhu. Yeah,
This week he didn't feel.
Yeah,
He didn't join this week.
wasn't there. He didn't. He didn't join, and he doesn't respond to me, so he completely disappeared.
Okay. Okay, I think this week, since there are so many things are there, so let us see any leaders want to say anything. Only if there is something to share, you can share. Otherwise, it's okay. All the leaders, you want to share something about your team or something?
No, Prabhu.
No problem. Nothing much.
No problem.
Prabhu, I just want to congratulate my. Sorry, Prabhu. It won't
No,
be
Prabhu.
like,
You were speaking. Sorry, keep
Yes.
speaking. Sorry.
it won't be so long. I want to
Little bit louder,
congratulate.
Prabhu. Little louder, please. I cannot hear.
Oh yes. Can you hear me? I am audible.
Yeah, better.
Okay. So I was saying that I want to congratulate Aditya Prabhu and Aryan Prabhu that show consistency in this week and other week also. So I want to congratulate them. So keep going. I'm very happy to see them grow spiritually and be consistent. So I just want to say that to them. So I was very happy to hear the presentation of Aditya Prabhu, and I'm also very happy to see that Aryan Prabhu he is being consistent in joining the morning Japa session, and he increased his round. Um, he was doing 8 rounds, and now he's doing like 10 rounds straight. So I just want to congratulate them.
Wow.
They are just doing very well. So thank you very much for your
Yeah, but this is
association.
he is not Aditya
on your-
Sharma, no? Aditya Sri Kumar, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Shiksham.
Prabhu. He's not
Prabhu,
the
please accept my humble obeisances of Srila Prabhupada.
Right. Who is this Aditya
Yes,
Sharma?
not sure, Prabhu, but I am a part of Gianni Prabhu's team, Prabhu.
Yeah, but so you are talking about Aditya Sri Kumar, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Aditya Sharma is no more coming, is it?
He comes, but not regularly, Prabhu.
Aditya Sharma from Haryana.
Huh? He's from?
Haryana.
Haryana.
What is the score of Aditya Prabhu from Chennai? SRM College? Where is his name here?
Prabhu, I have not been updating, Prabhu. I haven't updated in the
Why?
thing, Prabhu.
Why you're not updating?
I am so sorry, Prabhu. I did not update, Prabhu. I used to do the Google form thing, but after the other thing, I haven't updated, Prabhu.
Now it is more easier. Okay, from now onwards, you update.
Y-
Jenny Prabhu, you just
Yes, Prabhu.
push him to update. Huh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
Good.
Yes, your name is here ready.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Good, very good. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Bless
Yes.
Prabhupada. God bless Vaishnavas.
Jai Prabhupada. Jenny Prabhu, anything else?
No, actually, I just want to tell those things. And yeah, Krishna Vinod Thakur, Krishna Vinod, he is not there anymore. So I think that there is some issue in his life, perhaps. So Shrikant Prabhu is very busy this week. So this is why his score decreased. And Amoli Prabhu now with another Mataji in Reunion Island, they do prashad distribution in a town in Reunion Island. So he cannot join today. So please forgive him. He's doing seva for Prabhupada, and he's doing pretty well too. So that's all. I just want to congratulate all the teammates that I have, because I can easily talk to them, and um, they reveal their art very nicely to me too. So it's a real honor to be the teammate and leader.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's
Good.
all. Thank you.
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Louis Prabhu, yes, you are saying something? You are trying to say something?
Yes, Prabhu. So actually, I could have probably hit 400 today had I not fallen sick, because due to that I wasn't able to chant my rounds today. But otherwise, actually, it would have been a little bit higher today as well. I was not expecting 391, and I disappointed myself with that. But next week onwards, I think it should be a little bit higher.
450, huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
We did not
Yeah.
hit 400 because we have to hit 450 next week.
Yes, Prabhu. We'll try my hardest.
Good. You want to say
Yeah.
something? Anything else you want to say?
No, Prabhu, no. That was it.
Okay, if the leaders have nothing to say, we can proceed to next segment. Yes, Karti Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. So, yes, Prabhu. So, as you had given the very nice idea about the next thing we can include in our general Ishtagostis, it's about the sloka learning. So, we just had a small meeting with Patita Pavan Prabhu and Sami Prabhu, Jani Prabhu as well, Varun Prabhu also. And we've decided that those who want to learn slokas will actually be rewarded in the sadhana chart provided they memorize the slokas and recite them live during the general Ishtagostis. So right now, we've kept it as a maximum of 3 slokas per person. As required can be increased after we get the flow of the Ishtagosti and everything. So for example, if one learns 3 slokas, he will get 10 points in the sadhana chart. And so how did we plan these 10 points is that we took away 5 points from reading and 5 points from hearing. Because ultimately the goal of reading and hearing should be that one must have some knowledge of the basic verses to preach and engage in devotional service as well. So we took away 5 points from hearing, 5 points away from reading. So that gives away a total of 10 points. So each sloka that is memorized from the Bhagavad Gita, of course, we'll be giving a list soon in the next 4 or maybe 5 days about the slokas from the Bhagavad Gita. The most quoted slokas from the Bhagavad Gita, or in general, our Shastras by Srila Prabhupada. And whichever ones the devotees find comfortable or very interesting, they can learn. So how we've divided it is by each sloka will be given 3 points. So if one wants to learn the slokas, he has to first memorize the Sanskrit and of course the English as well. And after the sadhana chart discussion, the sadhana page will still be open. And those who want to recite the slokas, they'll recite, and at the same time, they'll get those points. So for example, if let's say Luvesh Prabhu has 500 points, now he recites one sloka, then it'll jump to 503 points. So it's like that. So it'll be like a more competitive edge as well, because the other person next to him might have 500 points. But if Luvesh Prabhu or any other devotee say, no, I want to overtake him, even if they remember any sloka, like, already, they can just, pull this move and then get a higher point. So
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. And also one more change, which I was thinking is that, of course, 3 points per sloka, but 3 threes are 9, right? So now I was thinking that actually, generally speaking, at least what happens is that many like companies, they use this tactic. Like to get the maximum score, sometimes they increase the points. So each will be 3, but the person who wants to do all 3 will get 10 points. That means the last sloka perform will actually be given 4 points. That gives an extra incentive to actually learn the 3 slokas with their English translation and give. So that way there'll be like a little more incentive. No. Maybe if I just put some more time and learn this one sloka, I'll get 4 points instead of 3 points and get full 10. So right now also in the sloka chart, not sloka chart, sadhana chart, Luvesh Prabhu defeated me by 0.5 points, and Sami Prabhu also 3 points only difference from the first place, so on and so forth. And now Amori Prabhu and Jani Prabhu, until and unless they learn these slokas, they will not be getting full points. Okay. So this way it's like very, very competitive. So this is the basic idea. But the overall technical aspect, that will be worked by Pranjal Prabhu and Sami Prabhu later this week. So Krishna willing, in the next 10 days or 12 days, hopefully the whole technical aspect and everything can be figured out and we can do this. So this is the
next
plan,
we can
Prabhu.
do manually, no? Manually you can do next week. But let us start from next week.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Sure, Prabhu.
It's a wonderful idea, Prabhu. Good job. Good planning.
Prabhu, one more thing as well, Prabhu. If you don't mind, can I just share that as well for the HKL repository?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sami Prabhu, I sent you something, right? The link. Can you just can you just go forward with that? Just put the username and password I sent you. It's actually sent by Pranjal Prabhu. You put the username, password, and there's a small video under that. So it shows which file to click in, and over there all the things are saved. So Prabhu, as of now, Pranjal Prabhu has created a backup site. So temporarily, we can store all the files. For example, the PowerPoint presentations, like today, Aditya Prabhu's presentations, all of that in one file. And then the artwork will be in another file. So this will be like the general HKL repository. So this is the first link or the main link where we'll have all our data. And this can be accessed by anyone, provided they have the username and password. Because if it's always public and suddenly someone comes and changes or deletes, then it's not so good. So that's why we put username and password for those who want to come and register. Whoever wants, they can just get it from any of the admins or the team leaders or anyone in general. And we have one more, which is a secondary Google Drive. Of course, this is just as a backup, just to be safe. So this will be created by Sami Prabhu, and he will store all the documents there. So right now, we have 2 links for Hare Krishna League repository. So one is the main one. I think 100% of the time we'll be using that. Second one is just to be safe. Of course, nothing will happen, but just to be safe that we have something extra and stored as well. So Sami Prabhu, you could just maybe press.
I don't like this because for someone it will be trouble.
You're showing something?
Yes, Prabhu. This is the link which Pranjal Prabhu gave. So Sami Prabhu just put the password and then there'll be a file inside. So just click on.
Very old, huh? Have you all seen what is that? About that file browser inside the circle, you know what is that? There's icon, no, at the back. Did you see that icon?
Yeah, when I was child, we had those in the house.
Oh, you know, huh? You know. I think this 2K kids may not know what is that.
Yes, sir.
So floppy disk. I think 3.14 megabyte. That's the storage of the disk, 3.14 megabyte. That's
Yes,
it.
Prabhu.
Sami Prabhu, the other one. No, not this one, the other one. You can go back. Yeah, the note. Click on the notes. Yes. Yeah. So you can click anyone. I think you can click the first one. I mean, second one, sorry. Second one. Yeah. Okay, nice. That's good. So yes, Prabhu. So this is just a general overview on where we'll be storing. And also for the presentations, also like how it should be presented. So for that also, like I made a PPT. So just so that like everyone also knows, like in this way, if it's done, it's like professional. So you can go to the last page, Prabhu. Like last page directly. Yeah. So and anyone who's making presentation, like I was thinking that it'll always be best if they link the resources page, because as Prahlad Prabhu mentioned earlier, it's like the point of this HKL repository is that, for example, if anyone wants to know something about Ramanujacharya or Madhvacharya, they should just be able to like refer this PPT or some presentation by previous devotees and get a brief idea. So for that, if the resources are linked, it'll be much more easier for them. And Sami Prabhu, you could scroll up as well. Yeah. So again, Prabhu, come down a little bit slowly. Just show one or two slides. Yeah. So you can see like all the pictures are also there. So we also request everyone to like put as many pictures as possible and make it like very beautiful to the eye and so on and so forth. So this is the way to make presentations. And yeah. Okay. Yes, Prabhu. This is about it, Prabhu. Did I forget anything, Prabhu?
No, we just leaked the password to the YouTube. Now Pranjal Prabhu needs to change it, I think.
Actually, Prabhu, this was my plan, Prabhu. After this, I did not plan anything. So till here only I know.
Very, very professional. Yeah, good, So now we have to, especially, see, the whole idea of this presentation and everything is to make you a good preacher, That's what actually when you speak with the emotion and then try to. And another thing I was telling Karthi Prabhu is that if someone is presenting very well, with a good slide and then, like good presentation, and we can also appreciate it by separately adding this in our ISKM Pondicherry YouTube channel. We can upload this. If someone is speaking about a specific, like a topic, and it is very professional, and that can be extracted and that can be uploaded in our ISKM Pondicherry YouTube channel. So that will also be encouraging for you. That will motivate you to make a nice presentation and then explain it, because presentation is more like, it's like a text format. But when you speak with the presentation, that is much more better to convey the message. So for that, you have to qualify by presenting it well. And another thing, another 2 points I would like to suggest is that, first of all, the slokas, let us go by order. Let us not, like from first chapter, third chapter, fifth chapter, not like that. Even though you may know some slokas, let us go by order. So let us start with the 108 famous slokas of Bhagavad Gita's. 108 sloka from Bhagavad Gita. So let us start from chapter 1 and then chapter 2, chapter 3. Let us finish Bhagavad Gita and then we go to Ishopanishad, nectar of instruction, nectar of devotion, and then we go to Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Let us go like that. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. I'll note that, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So let us go by order. So in that case, of course, the devotees will be repeating the same sloka. That is fine, but it is okay, because like when you go in an organized way, that is much more better to. Of course, one thing is that. Another thing I wanted to suggest is that it's a good idea to say that 3 plus 3 plus 4 for sloka points. But another way of thinking is that why not 3 plus 3 plus 3? And that the 1 point that makes you different from others is by quoting more than memorizing more than three slokas.
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it okay or?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Okay with me.
If a person is chanting, memorizing 4 5 slokas, then he also need to have some have some points now. In that way, you are not limiting a person to memorize only 3 slokas. Maybe you want to memorize 5 slokas or 10 slokas or 7 slokas. Maybe they want to finish this as soon as possible and then go to the next. So I think, Aditya Prabhu, you want to say something?
My humble obeisances, all this,
Yeah,
Prabhupada.
all good is you.
Actually, Prabhu, it's a little off topic, but I had discussed this with Gianni Prabhu before, and I just wanted to consult this with you before anything happened. So as we know, Prabhu, that Gianni Prabhu has a YouTube channel, and Prabhu keeps uploading the kirtans and things. So there is this one software using which we can upload his kirtan on other platforms as well, like Spotify and Wink and such. So we just wanted to ask you, Prabhu. Are we allowed to do that, Prabhu? Is that okay, Prabhu?
Let us finish this topic first.
Yes,
and then
Prabhu.
Now we're talking about slokas.
Yes, Prabhu.
Let us finish this topic.
Yes, Prabhu.
Then we go to the next topic.
Yes, Prabhu. I'm so sorry, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
No problem. No problem. Jenny, Prabhu, you want to say something?
Yes, yes. My question is about the shloka that we have to memorize. Is it 3 shloka in 1 week or more?
It's what according to the plan made by our devotees. Because I just told Karthi Prabhu the basic structure. I told that I want the devotees to memorize the slokas. And they have come up with a beautiful plan, Karthi Prabhu and Patita Pawan Prabhu, Sami Prabhu, I don't know who else. I don't know. They all have decided. And then they came up with a plan that 1 sloka is 3 points. And 3 slokas, 10 points. That is, anyone who is reciting all the 3 slokas, you will get 10 points. But what I want to say is that let us make it 3 plus 3 plus 3. And extra 1 point for that person who is memorizing the 4th sloka.
Okay.
Maybe somebody want to, because we should push them to learn more. Go beyond the boundary,
Yes.
Let's not restrict with 3. Maybe somebody want to learn 7 slokas in a week.
Yes, yes.
Maybe some slokas they already know, they are coming here and then gets extra points by chanting those things. That we don't know. Let us go by order. Let us go by order.
And we first beginning with Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita, first chapter.
Yes.
The most important 108 slokas of Bhagavad Gita.
Okay. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Okay. Yes, Karthi Prabhu. Yes. Over to you.
Prabhu, I have a doubt, Prabhu. Actually, you were saying that the first 108 important slokas of the Bhagavad Gita document, So I was thinking that, like, does it have to go in order, like one by one, or how should that be?
What is that? Sorry.
I was saying that Prabhu, like Bhagavad Gita, first 108 most quoted slokas by Prabhupada, right?
No, not
The most
first.
important.
You just go to Google, you search 108 famous slokas of Bhagavad Gita, you can find out. No, the order will come. Maybe like I request Shyam Govind Prabhu to make a presentation on that list of
Prabhu,
them.
and actually,
Sloka
Prabhu, like
translation, Sloka
there is
1,
one.
Sloka 3. Yes, Ravish.
There is an PDF like one most quoted verse from Srila Prabhupada that Tatvit Prabhu actually used to say again and again, Prabhu. That PDF is also there, Prabhu.
Talking
Like
about this
yeah,
book?
yes, Prabhu. This PDF, this book in some other format, it's in PDF, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
No, actually, I don't know 108 slokas are there or not.
Oh yeah, Prabhu. Even I am not sure. Yeah, Prabhu.
Yeah, just go to Google, 108 slokas, there is some separate thing is there. And this is not only this book, whatever sloka is there, I think maybe a little more also. I'm not sure, but let us follow that. Yeah. It is there, you just use the same thing. Whatever.
Without translations though.
Put translation, sloka. Sloka translation and make a PPT like that or whatever.
Just for everyone's benefit, I want to ask one question. So the 3 points means the shloka, they learn the shloka, the pronunciation, the Sanskrit and everything. And then the translation. So they memorize the translation, they explain it in their own words.
Yeah, that see, you could hear the question. I'm not sure. Shyam Govind asking question. Did you hear that?
No, Prabhu, I was not able to hear
What he
that.
was asking is that should we see? Suppose we recite the sloka, memorize the sloka, and then this translation also to be memorized. There is a question by Shyam Govind Prabhu, but I don't think it
Yes,
is
Prabhu.
required. I don't think it is required to memorize the translation. As long as you know the meaning, that is fine. You can explain it in your own words also. I have no problem. You can use the same words of Prabhupada, or you can also say in your own words. It doesn't matter. As long
Yes,
as
Prabhu, noted.
translation is okay with this, I have no problem. You should know what is the meaning of the sloka.
So, Prabhu, basically, it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. So, 3 plus 3 plus 3 is for each sloka, plus 1 is for any amount of slokas after that.
Yeah.
So, they get points for that.
Yes.
And then only the translation we have, only the Sanskrit we have to learn. Translation also has to be accurate, but they can describe in their own words as long as they know the meaning. Okay.
Yes.
And yes. And
And,
Prabhu, regarding the document, I'm confused. So, can I speak to Shamagan
okay.
Prabhu later about this?
Wait. Okay, wait. So another thing is that, for example, I tell you that so first week, Aditya is chanting 2 slokas. Example, he will get 6 points. And then Dilip is chanting 3 slokas, he will get 9 points. And Kalesh Prabhu is chanting 4 slokas, and then he will get 10 points. Okay. And that you all understood. But now the next week is concerned, Aditya will start from the 3rd sloka in the list. Clear? And then who is the next? Dilip will start from the 4th sloka, and Kalesh Prabhu will start from the 5th sloka. You understood, right?
Everybody's running different ways.
Yeah, it's not that everybody will chant the same sloka every week. So wherever you stopped your learning, you have to continue from there. Everybody understood this point? Any doubt on this specific point? Yeah, Karti Prabhu?
So Prabhu, basically, like from where they start, they have to learn. That means, for example, if there's 108 sloka PDF, then we can split it into parts for each and every devotee to avoid confusion.
This makes me confused. I don't understand. What is that?
No. I'm also confused, Prabhu, actually. Like, so you're saying that like you were saying that every devotee, like wherever he finishes, from that point he has to start. Not that he has to start from somewhere or other devotee says it's same. like same verse, not like that, no repetition. That's what you're saying, right, Prabhu?
He will go in his own learning, you know. Suppose you finish 5 slokas, you start from 6th sloka. Suppose Aditya finished 7 slokas, he will start from 8th sloka. And Jani Prabhu finished 10 slokas, he will start from his 11th sloka. So in your repository, it should be mentioned that how much ever until where he completed. Now you understood?
Yeah, I understood, Prabhu, but logistically speaking, it's quite like difficult for one to
Why?
manage all this, right? Can maybe Sami Prabhu also like work with me on this?
Why difficult?
Transporting any heavy goods here.
No,
Why
Prabhu.
is it difficult?
No, not difficult, Prabhu. Like, I don't know. I was thinking, no, I don't know, Prabhu. I was just
See,
thinking.
just like you enter how many rounds you chanted, you also make an entry. What is the last sloka you chanted? Suppose he finished with BG 3.5. That's it. Jenny Prabhu's BG 3.5. Dilip is BG 4.2. You know, likewise, Aryan is BG 6.2, like that. So he will start from his next. Is it okay, Sami Prabhu, to do this? Or is it difficult to do?
I'm not sure, Prabhu. We need to ask Pranjal Prabhu.
Okay. Manual update now. How someone entering the chart. Just like he's entering how many rounds he chanted, no? It's going to be a weekly entry.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, you talk to him, technical aspects.
Okay, Prabhu.
Yes, Aditya Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. My question was that for the marking scheme you had mentioned in a week it will be for 3 slokas it will be 9, so 3 to 3. So 3 plus 3 plus 3. So but for the 4th sloka we'll be getting 1 point only. So but like if they do the next week they get like can we make the marking more common, Prabhu? Can we make it all 3 instead of just 1 for the
No,
4th one, Prabhu?
it is actually not like the fourth sloka is 1 point. That 4th sloka is going to be the decision maker. You see now Aryan Prabhu and sorry, not Aryan, Amori Prabhu and Jenny Prabhu is the same point now, 600 points.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Now if they chant 3 slokas each, still they'll be same.
Yes,
but
Prabhu.
if they chant one more extra sloka, then that person is like, you know, basically the idea is to make them to go beyond the boundary.
Understood, Prabhu.
Don't stop with 3, you chant more also.
Understood, Prabhu.
Yeah.
All right, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, sir. Is it okay?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu. But honestly, Prabhu, I'm kind of like confused on like how to like not get any repetition. Like, I don't know, my brain is getting stuck.
No, just restart. Restart the system. You'll understand.
Okay,
Restarting
Prabhu.
system. No, it's easy only. You understood, Sami Prabhu?
Partly, but I will rewatch the recording.
Oh my God, looks like all of you are confused. Jenny Prabhu, you understood?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, I understood.
Okay. Now it is as simple as it is. You see, there is suppose you have a list of 108 slokas are there, and the first week you are starting with the first sloka. Okay, somebody will say, Prabhu, I didn't have time. I chanted only, memorized only 1 sloka this week. And somebody will say, Prabhu, I memorized 2 slokas. And somebody will say, I did 3. And somebody will say, I did 5. Okay. The one who did 3 points. 2, 6 points. 3, 9 points. The one who did 5 is 10 points. But one who memorized only 1 sloka, he will do his second sloka on the next week. Whereas the one who did the 5 slokas in this week, he will start from 6 sloka in the next week.
Oh, okay, bro. I understand now.
Understood now? Sami Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Partly or how many percent? 80%, 90%, 35%, 100%? How many percent?
I think 99.9, and Jani
Okay.
Prabhu will give one last.
Karthi Prabhu, how many percent? 20 or 30?
No, Prabhu, I understood, Prabhu. Like little bit, I understood, Prabhu. Like, but Prabhu, but I think Prabhu, because some people like Luesh Prabhu, they have photographic memory, so they don't need to spend 1 hour to memorize one verse. They look at it for maybe 10 seconds, they'll remember it. So it's a little bit unfair, right? Like for those who have like photographic memory.
That he's fortunate than we are not.
There is something called hard work.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Previous life pious activities, Prabhu.
See, you are good in organizing. We are not organizing like you. Is it not fair? Can we say it's unfair?
Yes, bro.
Bhakti Prabhu is very good in memorizing, but I'm in construction. You see, like everybody is different. I'm in constructing and building and constructing this Ishtagosti group. That is my job. You see, no such thing. The whole idea is to make you learn it, because I'm saying, because you're attending so many classes, but sometime when I ask you basic verses, you all don't know. That's what I'm like. When I ask you some basic verses, you are all thinking what verse it is. That is what I wanted to have some systematic learning. And also, not only this, like so many things to be implemented. Very soon we'll start a Bhakti Shastri course. So you'll be enrolling for the courses, and then not part of this program, a separate program. You can enroll, and then part of this like systematic. I'll join with Vishwambar Prabhu on this matter. We'll conduct courses. You can attend the course, and then we'll give certificate for that. So we'll be starting it. Yeah. So we'll do it very organized. Yes, Karthi Prabhu, yes.
Prabhu, actually, my Wi-Fi just got cut, Prabhu. So you were saying something about the course, Prabhu. Can you please like tell
It
Prabhu
is
again?
no need to worry about this now. You will get confused. It is next stage. I am saying next stage. We will start Bhakti Shastri course, the gradual learning of the Shastra, like Bhagavad Gita, Nectar of Devotion, like that. With the help of Vishwambar Prabhu and KC Prabhu, we'll be starting it soon. And not part of this Ishtagosti, but it is separate. Like here you're learning slokas, there you will learn this courses systematically. Because here you are learning so many classes now, but there is no systematic way, You are hearing Dattayut Prabhu, Nimai Prabhu, Sundar Gopal Prabhu, myself. There is no systematic thing. So let us go systematically, we learn. Something like your Baba program, right? Systematically you're learning Bhagavad Gita. But this is like class format. Got it, Karthi Prabhu?
Yes, so actually, Prabhu, yesterday, like no day before yesterday, I tried to call you on this. Actually, I was thinking of asking you for this only. Like, maybe can we have like an exam? But then, like, I don't know, I call did not go, and now today you're only saying, Prabhu. I think this will be like very good.
Yeah.
Because I was seeing the papers like Tattva Prabhu also set, and then like even Prabhupada said one time. Like the questions actually are so simple, like who is Krishna? What is your relationship with him? But then I was seeing the time limit and it's like some 1,000 marks or something, and I was thinking, oh my God, I'll fail this also. I was thinking like that.
Okay, good. So anything else? Anybody want to say something on this topic?
Prabhu, what about like shloka are you going to give now, or we have to start next week?
I think I'll ask Sham Govind Prabhu to share the list of slokas tomorrow. Because it's available online now.
Prabhu has already shared it in group, Prabhu.
Okay. With the translation? Okay. Okay, now he has sent without translation. You can use it for reference to learn, to know what sloka to memorize. And but he will do it with translation, and then he will send it shortly. But you can send whatever he has. You can use whatever he has sent for reference and start memorizing slokas. धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेदायुत्सवः मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किं अकुर्वत संचय. Let's start from that. Okay. Understood, Patita?
Yes, bro.
Sorry for taking long time on Ramanavami day. Okay. Let's disturb the flow. Anything else on this? Aditya Prabhu, about your Kirtan of Jenny Prabhu, I didn't understand completely also, but I think we can have this for next week because now Ramanavami things are there.
Yes, sure, Prabhu. Yes,
Running
Prabhu,
out
sure,
of time.
Prabhu.
Let us go with this. Or you
Yes,
can
Prabhu.
also message me and
Yes, Prabhu.
we'll discuss about it. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu. I will message you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Now we'll okay, congratulations to all the sadhana chart, like winners. I want everybody to go more than 400. It is my target. How many people are coming, Jenny Prabhu, every day? You're mute.
Very less, Prabhu. Very less, Prabhu. Very less. It decreased actually. So I don't know. Many people, many devotees don't come. Sometimes we are 3 or 4 people. So like that. Maximum is 7 or 8.
Why like that?
Many regular devotees will come, don't come. So perhaps they have some issue or health issue, or I don't know.
Okay, try to make it serious from the next time onwards. I think Dharani Prabhu missed all this, whatever we discussed so far. But anyway, I think there will be a briefing in the Hare Krishna League on this. Okay, about the number, like everybody should come. It's very important. I think I'll be back to morning sadhana from May 1st. I'm just busy this 1 week. This month I'm a little busy at the time, some other work. So next month onwards, May 1st onwards, I'll be coming actually to see what is going on. Okay. Thank you so much for the session. And I think we can continue with the rest of the program. I think I think QA all we can keep it for next week. We can just do this program and wind up for today's program. Jai Shri Ram, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. So, Sami Prabhu, no need of translation now. So Devesh Prabhu, so I'm sure your PPT is ready. So, Sami Prabhu, could you just give the screen sharing rights to Devesh Prabhu? He has made a very nice PPT.
I have rights, Prabhu.
Sami Prabhu,
you do? That's nice.
Yes,
when you're recording, you are putting the presentation one side and the speaker another side, right? In the recording thing. Sami Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah,
but
especially the
I don't
presentation part.
Yes,
presentation part. Maybe we can cut it later and we can upload it in our ISKM Pondicherry. So only the presentation part you can put like that.
So am I on or?
No.
Okay. I'll share my screen if okay. So can you all see my screen then?
Yes, Prabhu, can see.
Okay, Prabhu. So thank you so much for being patient with my waiting. Sorry. So this portion of this program will be presenting 3 kandas: Sundarkand, Yuddhakand, and Uttarakand. Now, because these kandas are vast, I'm going to keep things relatively short and extract more or less the essence, the essential parts of each of these kandas. So the first part is the Sundarkand, finding Mother Sita. So in a big palace owned by Ravan in Lanka, Hanuman, he kept looking everywhere for Mother Sita. So he searched all over from the gardens to all the rooms, but he could not actually find her. So he was worried a lot. And so Hanuman kept thinking, maybe something bad happened to her, or she was too scared to come out, or something like that. So Hanuman did not want to disappoint his friends by going back without finding Mother Sita. So he promised himself to keep looking very hard. He checked every part of the palace again and again, hoping to find some clue or the other. But as time passed with no success, Hanuman, he felt more and more sad. And in spite of the palace's very fancy looks, Ravan that time had a very fancy palace. Hanuman, he felt very empty without Mother Sita, and this is actually one of the very beautiful qualifications of a devotee who is very elevated. He always feels very strongly separation from Siyaram, Radha Krishna, and also to that extent even a spiritual master. So this is a very good quality of a devotee, one who strongly feels that separation within his heart from the Lord and spiritual master. So anyway, each moment without Mother Sita made Hanuman feel worse, even though he saw many interesting things in the palace. So here, Lord Hanuman, he is exhibiting this quality of a pure devotee, where one is attracted to, if one is attracted to the Supreme Lord, then nothing else attracts him, no matter how opulent. And according to the descriptions of the Ramayana, Ravan's palace was very, very, very opulent, but nothing satisfied Lord Hanuman. He was constantly thinking about only Mother Sita. So in and around the palace, Hanuman moved like lightning through the clouds. You know, he was going here and there very quickly, like lightning. And despite searching every corner of Ravan's palace, he couldn't find Sita. He couldn't find Mother Sita. So he was feeling frustrated. And Hanuman, he wondered how many times he had combed through all the marshes and the pools and the forests, you know, without any sign of her. And at this point, Hanuman remembered a very interesting claim by Sampati. So he remembered Sampati's claim that Sita was inside the palace, but Hanuman started to doubt this claim. So the thought of reporting back to Lord Ram without finding Sita filled him with a lot of dread. So Hanuman worried about, you know, the devastating consequences. You know, Ram, Lakshman, and even their relatives also might lose all hope. So how he can go and tell them about all this, right? So Hanuman was wrestling with all these thoughts. Hanuman was wrestling with these bleak thoughts, and Hanuman, he contemplated extreme measures, you know, including sacrificing himself or living as an ascetic until he found Sita, Mother Sita. So he resolved to either defeat Ravan and rescue Sita or continue searching tirelessly, even if it takes forever. So this is the devotion of Lord Hanuman. We should always be fixed in our goal to serve the Supreme Lord. We should never, you know, give Maya even an inch. The moment we give Maya an inch, she will take a mile. So always we have to be engaged in Krishna's service. Otherwise, we will not be able to advance if we are not always engaged in Krishna's service 24/7, you know. I think even Prabhupada even said that if you engage in Krishna's service 24 hours, Krishna will think about you 26 hours, 27 hours. So at this point, Hanuman, he prayed for divine assistance. And so he prepared to enter the sacred Ashoka Grove. And he was very determined to fulfill his mission of finding Mother Sita despite many dangers, because now he was in enemy territory. He was in Lanka. So he had to be very careful. And after thinking for a bit, Hanuman, he was lost in thoughts of Sita. He jumped down from a very high place onto a wall nearby. So, and he was very happy to see all the beautiful scene below. You know, lots of trees and flowers were blossoming and blooming because it was spring at that time. And Hanuman saw many different kinds of trees. So all kinds of trees, they were all covered in flowers, full of flowers, you know. And he jumped into a grove, right? Just like an arrow, he kind of swooped into that grove. And he was amazed by the beautiful scenes there. Like the flowers fell around him as he moved. You know, as Hanuman traversed the tree, the flowers fell from the tree, you know, and it made his own body look like a hill of blooms. So his whole body was covered with flowers as he was, you know, traversing that tree. So the grove made everyone happy there in Lanka, you know, or so-called happiness, you know, because the demons, they cannot actually enjoy, no matter how much opulent of a life that they live. They will never be happy until they accept the devotional service of Lord Ramachandra. But of course, this they did not know. Hanuman knew because he was a pure devotee. And Hanuman's movement, like I said, it caused some of the trees to lose their flowers and leaves. So climbing, what do you call it, a Shingshipa tree. Hanuman climbed a Shingshipa tree, and from there he hoped to see Mother Sita, imagining her wandering sadly in search of Lord Ram. So he thought that the grove belonged to Ravan and expected Sita to come there. So because it was Ravana's, he was thinking, okay, maybe Sita is there. So with this hope, Hanuman hid in that tree. He was hiding in that tree and he was eagerly waiting for Mother Sita to arrive somehow or other. So this is another quality, patience, And seated in that tree, Hanuman, he looked around for Mother Sita and he saw a beautiful grove filled with trees and sweet smells. And it looked very magical, it was like a magical garden, it was like, it had a lot of different kinds of animals, birds, palaces, temples. And there were pools filled with golden lotuses and silver lilies. You don't hear of these descriptions today, when was the last time any of us saw a golden lotus or a silver lily, Even if you Google online, you might not find it. So, but these things were there in that time, So these were all surrounding all the buildings and palaces, and the trees they were always full of fruit and flowers, and the Ashoka trees were especially lovely. That is why this is called Ashoka Grove. The Ashoka leaves were so beautiful because they were bending due to the weight of their blossoms, and that made the whole place very beautiful. And hence that place was called Ashoka Grove. So the whole place was like a heavenly garden or a paradise, more or less, with flowers just everywhere. And Hanuman noticed a beautiful temple not far away. That temple, it was shining white and very tall, like Mount Kailash. So suddenly, Hanuman saw a woman surrounded by female titans, these guards and whatever, but female guards, female titans. So Hanuman saw, and he saw that, oh, this woman, she looked sad, thin and tired, wearing dirty clothes and no jewelry. And Hanuman thought she must be Mother Sita. But with this description, how did Hanuman come to the conclusion that that was Mother Sita? So Hanuman saw that Sita's face was very beautiful, with bright eyes and a graceful posture. So even though she looked tired and sad, her beauty still shone through. This is the transcendental beauty of Mother Sita. No parallel in any of the worlds with the beauty of Mother Sita. She is Sakshat Radharani, so no one can be as beautiful as her. And she is so beautiful, she even attracts Krishna, Lord Ramachandra, So the all attractive, he is attracted to Radharani. He is attracted to Mother Sita in the form of Ramachandra. And because of that strong attraction, Ramachandra was very much aggrieved when Sita was kidnapped. So Hanuman recognized her from the jewelry that Lord Ram told him about, right? And he felt sorry for her, and therefore he prayed in silence, Hanuman. So after bowing to Mother Sita and Lord Ram, in his thoughts, Hanuman felt deeply troubled. He couldn't help but express his sadness for Mother Sita's troubles. And he thought to himself, oh, Mother Sita is so devoted to Ram and Lakshman, and now she is facing this hardship. But she remains strong like the Ganga river in the rainy season. And Mother Sita and Lord Ram, they're equals in every way, destined for each other. This is what Hanuman was thinking. So seeing Mother Sita radiant and graceful like the goddess Lakshmi, Hanuman felt even more connected to Lord Ramachandra. So he recalled all the battles fought and the victories that were won for her sake. Hanuman was thinking how he had won so many battles to get to where they are at that moment, fighting for Mother Sita. So he felt even more connected to Lord Ramachandra. And he believed that if Lord Ram had to move heaven and earth to find her, it would be worth it. Because, Mother Sita was worth more than any mere kingdom. You cannot put you cannot compare Mother Sita with anything. Useless endeavor. So even in her suffering, so Hanuman actually admired Mother Sita's unwavering love and sacrifice for Lord Ram. So even in her suffering, she remained devoted to Lord Ram, even in her suffering. That's another point. No one can defeat Radharani or Sita, Mother Sita, in her devotion. No one. Unparalleled again. So Hanuman felt her pain deeply, seeing her surrounded by, those female titans, the demons. And convinced that the woman he saw was indeed Sita, Hanuman then found a place to watch over her from the Shingshipa tree. Right? So this was a little bit about how Hanuman was finding Mother Sita, So how this is how Hanuman reflected on, upon seeing Mother Sita, how he reflected within himself. So the next is the Yuddha Kand, where there was battle. So now that Hanuman found Sita, now there had to be a battle, because now they knew Sita. She was there personally in the kingdom of Lanka. Therefore, they made a lot of plans to wage war against Ravan. So at one point, Sugriv, the monkey king, he told Hanuman that now with Kumbhakaran and the young princes gone, Ravan couldn't harm them. So he ordered the brave monkeys to attack Lanka with torches. And as the sun set, the monkeys approached Lanka with fire. And this caused the Titans and the guards to flee. They ran away. They set fire to everything, gates, buildings, treasures, everything. So the whole city was blazing with flames. Lanka looked like a burning forest with animals running wild. That's right. Everyone was running like crazy. So the monkeys and Titans were fighting a lot with each other during that time. So when Lord Ram and Lakshmana joined the fight, the Titans became afraid of Lord Ram's arrows. They became afraid. And Sugriv commanded them, the monkeys, to fight while Ravan sent his powerful warriors to stop them. Then at some point, Nikumbha, he was angry because at some point his brothers were defeated, and because Nikumbha became angry, he grabbed his mace, Gada in Sanskrit. And because Nikumbha was very angry, he swung his mace at Hanuman. But interesting thing, that mace immediately shattered right before it could hit Hanuman. So again, you see how powerful also pure devotees are, because they're 100% protected by the Lord. They have all the, Prabhupada says, all the Ashtasiddhis. Although the devotees do not desire this, they have it. So in retaliation, Hanuman punched Nikum very hard and he made him bleed. And the people of Lanka cheered as they watched the battle. So eventually Hanuman defeated Nikum, tearing off his head. Nikum's head was torn off by Hanuman. Again, very powerful. And the monkeys celebrated, and the Titans became very fearful of their victory, So hearing a loud noise, again, later in the Kand, there was a loud noise which the monkeys heard, and they got scared and ran away in all directions. But Hanuman stopped them and asked them why they were running. He told them to be brave and fight. There's another quality of a devotee. One must be fearless. In fact, I think in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentions fearlessness as the first quality in the as one of the transcendental qualities of devotees. They are fearlessness. So encouraged by Hanuman's words, the monkeys picked up rocks and trees and went back to fight the Titans, the demons. And Hanuman, when he was surrounded by the monkeys, he fought like the god of death, Yamaraj. This is the description given in the Ramayana, how they fought. They fought just like Yamaraj, the god of death. And he threw a huge rock at Indrajit's chariot, but it missed. So the monkeys, they attacked the Titans with rocks and trees, causing a lot of chaos. So Indrajit became very angry and shot many arrows, killing many monkeys. But again, they were determined. The monkeys still fought back using whatever weapons they could find. And after driving back the Titans, Hanuman told the monkeys that they fought well, but unfortunately, Mother Sita was still missing. So the service was incomplete. The main goal was to find Mother Sita and rescue her. So although they defeated all these demons, it didn't do much good because Mother Sita was still missing. So he decided to go back to Lord Ram and tell him what had happened. And meanwhile, Indrajit also, I think he went to perform a sacrifice to the fire gods, Agni. Indrajit also, he went to perform a sacrifice to the fire god, Agni. And he poured offerings and blood into the fire. And then he prayed for the Titans' victory, while the Titans, they also stood around him watching that sacrifice. And soon Ravan also, he got very angry when he was seeing his mighty warriors being defeated, especially two very mighty ones sent by Ravan himself called Mahodar and Mahaparshva. These were two very powerful warriors that Ravan had sent, but they were killed. So he ordered his charioteer to drive towards Lord Ram and Lakshman so he could defeat them and end the battles in his city. And as Ravan's chariot raced towards them, the ground shook and animals fled in fear. So this is how powerful Ravan was at the time. So Ravan then used a very dark and powerful weapon created by Lord Brahma to attack the monkeys. I forgot the name of that weapon. But the monkeys, of course, they could not withstand the magic weapon. And so in panic, they just scattered. And Lord Ram and Lakshman, seeing the monkeys in trouble, they got ready for battle. So now Lord Ramachandra and Lakshman are being prepared. So Lord Ram, he bent his bow, which made a very loud sound like thunder, and aimed it at Ravan. He shot arrows that destroyed many of the Titans' soldiers. And Ravan then entered into a great battle with Lord Ram, one-on-one. So both were skilled warriors, and their duel was like the battle between gods. And it was, from our perspective. And Lord Ram, he shot arrows at Ravan's forehead, but they couldn't penetrate his armor. And then Ravan attacked Ram with his own powerful arrows, but Ram defended himself because he was incredibly powerful. He was much more powerful than Lord Ravan. So the monkeys, they cheered for Lord Ram because they were all happy to see him standing strong against Ravan. And soon Ravan was thoroughly defeated, and the monkeys, they celebrated this success. So much later on, once Bharat, with joined palms, he spoke to Lord Ram, after the battle was over. Bharat spoke to Lord Ram saying that you honored our mother by giving me the kingdom, and now I return it to you. However, O Lord, I cannot match your progress. O hero, if you don't guide us, how can we, your servants, succeed? So he was basically wishing for Lord Ram's coronation, saying, let the world witness your rule, your reign, O Raghav, shining like the midday sun, and may the sound of music and songs accompany your every moment. So rule the world as long as the sun and earth exist. So this was Bharat's prayers to Lord Ram. And Lord Ram agreed to this. And so there were many ministers and priests that arranged for Lord Ram's coronation. And Lord Ram went to Ayodhya with his brothers and monkeys. And in Ayodhya also, the preparations were being made for Lord Ram's coronation. So Bharat basically wanted to ask Sugriv to stay in a grand palace in the Ashoka Grove. So Bharat he wanted basically Sugriv to stay in the grand palace in the Ashoka Grove, and Sugriv was given honors and gifts by Ram. Even the monkeys also who fought, they were also receiving rewards according to their merit. And Sugriv, he was overwhelmed by Lord Ram's generosity. And so he returned also joyfully to Kishkindha. And Bibhishan also. Now, Bibhishan was made king of the Titans. He went back to Lanka, and Lord Ram ruled peacefully for many, many years, performing many sacrifices and spreading constant happiness all around. He offered also charity, and he honored his subjects, and under his rule, the kingdom prospered, and people lived long and happy lives. Even in the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, it is mentioned that at that time, people only passed away if they desired. There was no death in the kingdom of Lord Ram. So if no one desired death, they didn't get it. They were living. And here also, in Bharat's prayers to Lord Ram, may you rule as long as the sun and moon exist. So just see the beauty of the rulership of Lord Ramachandra. And then when pastimes were to be concluded, when Lakshman saw Lord Ram sad and decided to sacrifice himself to fulfill Lord Ram's vow, which was once made to a sage. I think it was Vasishtha Muni. Kindly forgive me if I've forgotten the name. But he asked Lord Ram to fulfill his promise and slay him. But Lord Ram obviously is now in trouble. How can I slay him? So he consulted ministers and priests, basically. Ministers and priests. And Vasishtha Muni advised Lord Ramachandra to banish Lakshman to uphold righteousness. So Lord Ram declared Lakshman banished. And Lakshman, of course, he was heartbroken. He left immediately without returning home. And then when Lakshman left, he reached Sarayu River. So he was journeying, and as he was journeying, he reached a river called the Sarayu River. And in that river, he bathed and meditated with closed senses. I think in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6 explains this process. And the demigods and the celestial beings, they showered heaps and heaps of flowers as Lakshman was entering deeper and deeper meditation. So in Lakshmana's invisible form, Lakshmana was taken to the celestial region by Indra. And the gods joyfully honored him as a plenary expansion of the Supreme Lord himself, Baladev. So now, after banishing Lakshman, Lord Ram decided to anoint Bharat as the new ruler of Ayodhya. But Bharat was overwhelmed with grief, and so he refused the crown, insisting that he only wanted to rule if Lord Ram was present. Another quality of a pure devotee. He will not rule without the instructions of God, Lord Ramachandra. Even the 5 Pandavas also in the Mahabharata, they were not going to rule without, paying all respects to the Supreme Personality of God and Lord Sri Krishna. They were to rule directly in accordance with the instructions of the Supreme Personality of God. What was that verse in the Bhagavad Gita? Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu. That is how the saintly kings understood in that way. So Raja does not mean just someone who enjoys, while he on his throne, while he's eating and watching prostitutes dance. That is not Raja, actually. But the Pandavas, they weren't just Raja, they were Rajarshi. They were Rajas, but at the same time, they were Rishis. They always follow the instructions of Krishna. Similarly, here also, so many characters of the Mahabharata, they were following and acting in accordance with the instructions of Lord Ramachandra. So anyway, he suggested, Bharat suggested that Lord Ram establish his sons Kusha and Lava in different regions of this planet and urged Lord Ram to leave without delay. So Vasishtha Muni, seeing the citizens' distress, he advised Lord Ram to also fulfill their wishes. And the people, they were expressing their deep love for Lord Ram and pleaded to accompany him wherever he went. Again, another quality of a pure devotee. Pure devotee always wants to follow Krishna, always wants to follow Lord Ramachandra. They will not go where there is not Lord Krishna or Lord Ramachandra. Right? Devotees will always want to go where the Lord is. And if the Lord is not physically manifest, they will make that atmosphere of Ayodhya or Vrindavan wherever they are. So, recognizing their devotion, Lord Ram also agreed to this proposal. And he then entrusted the southern and northern parts of this planet to Kusha and Lava respectively, giving them abundant wealth and resources. So he placed them on the throne in Ayodhya, and he sent them to their capitals with his blessings. And finally, Lord Ram also sent a messenger to Shatrughna to inform him of their departure. So Ram's messengers, they quickly reached Madhura and informed Shatrughna of everything. Lord Lakshman's banishment, Ram's vow, and the installation of Kusha and Lava as rulers. And they also told him about the cities built for them and the preparations for Ram and Bharat to depart for the next plane of existence. So upon hearing this, Shatrughna gathered his people and informed them of his departure with his brothers. And he then traveled also to Ayodhya in a chariot, and there he met Lord Ram, who was surrounded by sages and expressed his intention to follow him. Again here, Shatrughna is also wanting to follow Lord Ram wherever he is. And Lord Ram also agreed, and they were joined by Sugriv, Bibhishan, Hanuman, Jambavan, and other beings who also wished to accompany Lord Ram. And so Lord Ram instructed Bibhishan in particular to rule Lanka. Lord Ram instructed Bibhishan to rule Lanka justly and advised Hanuman and Jambavan to stay on earth until the Kali Yuga. And they all agreed to follow Lord Ram, and he welcomed them to join him. So you see, this whole thing is the epic of the Ramayana, which is revered even by Lord Brahma himself. So after completing his mission on earth, Lord Ram returned to the spiritual world. the demigods, the celestial beings, and also all the sages in the heavenly planetary system, they take great delight in hearing the Ramayana. And this epic brings anyone who recites it a very long life, lots of good fortune, and absolves countless sins. And it should be recited by the wise to those who have faith, right? So, of course, I'm not wise. This is my humble attempt at presenting what I could, even though I have not actually read the Ramayana. So, merely hearing it even can bring loads of blessings like sons and wealth. And even reciting a single verse also of the Ramayana can purify a person of all sins. And those who recite the Ramayana should be rewarded with clothing, cows, and gold, as satisfying them pleases also all the demigods. And reciting the Ramayana at certain times also brings particular blessings, depending on when the Ramayana is recited. And it's also stated that the city of Ayodhya, which has remained deserted, will again be repopulated by a prince named Rishabh in the future. And so this Ramayana narrative is personally approved by gods like Brahma and Lord Shiva. And it brings countless blessings to those who engage with it. So yeah, I actually took all of this directly from Valmiki's Ramayana as PDF. So I hope everything was accurate. I humbly request and ask everyone for their forgiveness in case anything wrong was said, anything inaccurate was said. I really hope you relished this presentation of mine. Thank you for your attention. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Very, very, very nice
Oh,
presentation, Prabhu. Very, very nice presentation. Wow. Hare Krishna.
Nicely presented, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
very nice, bro.
Very nice.
Very nice, Prabhu. All those.
Sure. Yeah. So actually, His Grace Prabhu had some slight emergency work to do. Oh, Prabhu, yes, okay.
I'm just going to leave. I did not leave yet. It's a wonderful presentation, Louis Prabhu. Good, very professional and very elaborate and nicely presented.
Thank you,
You
Prabhu.
put a lot of efforts to make the presentation as well.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Made it very good, Prabhu. So
Thank you.
it's a good example. This is how I want all the presentations to be. Good, Prabhu. Good job.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, but and another thing, I just have some work. I'll be leaving, but actually, there's only one kirtan left, Karti Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Only one kirtan left. That's all.
Who is
All
going
others over. Varun Prabhu.
Okay, then I'll do the kirtan and then I'll go. Attend the kirtan and leave. Huh?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Varun Prabhu, you can start your kirtan now itself, Prabhu.
Yes,
Right.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम सुंदर विग्रह मेघ श्याम गंगा तुलसी शालिका सुंदर विग्रह मेघ श्याम गंगा तुलसी शालिका भद्रग्रीश्वर सीताराम भगत जना प्रिय सीताराम जनक रमाना सीताराम जय जय राघव सीताराम जनक की रमाना सीताराम जय जय राघव सीताराम जनक रमाना सीताराम जय जय राघव सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Vitarasi Dikshurane Dikapati Kamaniyam Dashamukhamoli Balimaramani Dashamukhamoli Balimaramani केशवधीता राम शरीरा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधीता राम शरीरा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय लक्ष्मणाचार्य जय लक्ष्मणाचार्य जय लक्ष्मणाचार्य जय जयदेव गोस्वामी जय गोस्वामी जय प्रभु पदा जय प्रभु पदा जय प्रभु पदा शिला प्रभु पदा प्रिय प्रभु पदा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल
Yeah.
Hari Bol.
Haribol, fantastic, Prabhu. Haribol.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Swami Prabhu, I was thinking that you could like stop the live and then you could just have a small like plan on how